All right, I think we're good to go. Everything look okay? Should be all good. All right, Multicraft is on. I have not logged in since it started. Music and Karina, what's up? Good to see ya. Oh, there was two Multicrafts there, and I hadn't even started the event yet. So good. All right. I have not crafted in probably 2 weeks, like crafted anything, so this will be very interesting. Um, we're probably going to end up using like a lot of our token things tonight. Okay. What's going on? All right, we got quests done. Sweet, got those. I think we have tons of storage right now. I think I should have 3 chests out. My basement has 44 storage right now. I don't know what level that is, but all right, yeah, I've got tons of storage so I can finish these quick. Well, what level do you get the basement? Yeah, level 40 is the first one. And it's free. Or the first one's free, and then the first upgrade's like 15 mil, I think. Something like that. What's up, Daniel? All right, I think I might just feather these. I'm actually down to like only 5 feathers or something like that. I've just been using them as much as I possibly can, but we'll keep cruising with that. These will probably get the most expensive out of every component, so we'll go with those. So I've been going Polonia with all of my Berserkers, Sia with a Loot Bugle. Then I've been sending everyone, or my next 3 best with this guy, so hopefully he lives and gets some XP. I've got like 2 levels already just from feathering. Then I send a good group without a champion because then there's a higher chance of success, and everyone else I just send normally. And so far, so good. Chests, we'll open some of these later, but we've got 13 chests to open, so that'll be fun. We learned last time that we can't get any... Oh, there we go. Any feathers out of them, but that's okay. Okay, how are moles only 22 minutes? What the heck? Oh, because I have the worker maxed, and I also ascended them so that I get more multi-craft chance. Which means that with Multicraft, and I bought 1,000 for gold, so I'm hoping that over the next couple days, like as we have Multicraft, that these are going to get really expensive. So I bought 900, almost 1,000 of those. So I'm hoping that those get really expensive, and then we can just make a crazy amount of money, but we'll see what happens. We will see. Oh, that's so nice. Those are like 600k in market right now, too. Let's actually see what components are. They were 600k earlier. They're up to 650. Wow. Okay, and these are all still cheap, but I'm thinking that they're going to go up. So we can sell those now because that's the highest I've probably ever seen them. Holy 665. Those are going to be so expensive. That's going to be such a nice craft this weekend. Cool. So 600, 700, and then I've got gloves too. So I'm actually, why did I do it this way? I'm just going to do this. I want a couple more finished, and then we're going to make a couple fodder items because I'm going to want to be selling tier 1s pretty consistently throughout the weekend. Just to not be wasting all of my big items. So we'll do that now. So why do I expect them to be so expensive? That's a good question. Hold on. Let me just set up my fodder. Oh, I actually already did fodder. I forgot I did that earlier today. Okay, that should be fine then, actually. Um, so when we had Lost City of Gold, when we had Lost City of Gold, everyone had a max personal prize of 200 opulent jewels. But in order to master without multicraft, it costs 440. And so I know that there's a lot more people who want this thing mastered than there are jewels that are available in the game right now. And I don't know why they got so cheap since Lost City, because it was like a first time item. I figured that they would be getting more expensive, but they got cheaper, and I don't know why that is. But my assumption is that because Multicraft is finally here, and this is the couple of days where everyone's going to be trying to master this opulent Maul, that the components for it are going to get really expensive, especially for those who don't have enough of them, but Multicraft is on and they're willing to pay for it. Because if you look at the component already, it's 800k or 3 gems, right? So it's already at max gold. So these gold ones are going to run out probably in the next few hours. Like, honestly, I bet you they will. And then all that's going to be left is people who are willing to pay gems for it. But because there's quite a few people who are going to want to master this item, and there's not enough of these for everyone to master it, I'm thinking that people are going to be willing to pay gems for them, and eventually it's got to get higher than 3 gems. That's just my assumption. So if I bought for 800k and I can sell for 3 gems even at the lowest, get 2 gems out of them, it's still 400k to 1, which is actually a fine ratio right now. But I'm hoping that once I've mastered them all in the next couple of days, that I'm going to have probably 700 of these left over ish. Yeah, probably about 700. So if that's the case, then hopefully I can make a really good amount of money from them. But we'll see, like if I can save up a bunch of gems and stuff like that. Also, something funny that I did, I was trying to figure out if it was going to work. So I haven't crafted for probably 2 weeks, right? So I haven't had bins out for that long. So obviously there's one of the NPCs that's going to come in and try to sell me a resource. And so when I was putting out my resources, I decided to put out my ether first. I put out all my ether first, so then it wasn't full, and it was the only thing that I had here, and it was the only thing that was filling up. And then she came in first to sell me ether, and then I put all my other bins out. So in that way, I was actually able to control which NPC came in and sold me which type, which was actually really cool, because I've been trying to figure out like how to actually control that, and I don't think there is a way to do it. But if you're not crafting for a period of time, and eventually you know you're going to want ether, you can just put out ether first, and then that'll be the person that comes in to sell you. I keep wanting to call it components, but resources. Bounty. Oh, okay, cool. I guess I can actually do these now. I haven't been crafting for so long. I just have all these crafting ones backed up, but I guess I can do suggest ones now. These tier 9s are easy to sell at 800 energy, but man, tier 10s is going to be really rough unless I'm just discounting tier 10s to get there. So we'll see what happens. That's the other thing today. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing because I've had max energy for a couple of weeks, like just sitting at max energy and just selling through everything that I'm getting from quests that I'm feathering. I haven't really had to think about it too much, and I've just been selling like ultra efficiently. But I guess now I'm going to need to actually like figure out how efficiently I want to sell, or if I just want to sell through items really quickly. I'm not too sure. Not sure what I want to do. We'll see. As you guys can see, I've only got 23 billion to go until we retire this account, which is really exciting. I guess I should put that in there, hey? So people actually know what it is. There we go. Hopefully that makes sense. So here we have 800. I could discount this and sell the other tier 10, but I guess that'll work too. I can just pay more. What? Okay, maybe not. Oh man. I've been rocking max energy for so long. This is just weird. I guess I never even checked these. Because I'm now crafting, so I can actually look at some of these. Gauntlets, gloves. Okay, nothing. Yeah, actually, if I just use some tier 1s to get at least up to 800 and then I can discount tier 10s to sell other tier 10s, I think that's fine right now. I'm pretty happy with that. And then any tier 9s that come up, I'll just try to sell them with tier 1 fodder only. That should work. That'll be good. And then I'll just use tier 1s to basically keep my resources low as well. Like, just keep rushing crafts and stuff. It'll be nice to get the time down on these mauls because there's so much energy, but if it's less time, then it'll save us a lot in the long term because they're only 25 minutes right now, and it's 20% time less. Yeah, that'll be nice. All right, because we're not really going to be rushing mauls at all. Come on, let's go. What is the ratio that you use for fodder versus surcharge items? Generally speaking, I would say you want to be trying to surcharge items that are 30% of your total energy or less. So 30% of 4,700. So 1,500 energy. That would be like the absolute highest that I would go and try to sell at this point. Anything higher than that, and I wouldn't bother because it's just not efficient. Because with how small talks work and the percentages of energy that you gain or lose, 30% is basically like the point where it doesn't make any sense to be small talking anymore. And then ideally you don't want to have to use more than like 2 fodder items. Because as soon as you're needing to use like more than 4 customers to sell one item, obviously that's like really slow and selling's going to feel really clunky and it's just not going to be efficient overall. So I would definitely recommend trying to keep it below or like 2 successful small talks and 2 discounts of like items that are a couple tiers lower than what you're selling. I would say that's kind of what you're aiming for. Like when I was going through the ranks, I think what I tried to do was have 2 small talks max and then be discounting 2 items that were maybe like 2 to 3 tiers lower than what I was trying to sell. So if I was going for tier 7, it would be like tier 4 5s. If I was tier 8, it'd be like tier 5 6s type thing. So I'm not wasting a ton of money, but still, I'm still going quickly and it seemed to work out really well. So that's what I would aim for. Man, this is so awkward. I hate having low energy. I don't know how people do it. Yeah, pretty much. One third, 2/3, yeah. I mean, if you can do it more efficiently and you don't mind selling lower tier items, but you can like small talk and sell a tier 6 and then instantly sell a tier 8, that's obviously your best bet. Like it's a 1-to-1 ratio and you can do it extremely quickly and efficiently. So that's, best case scenario, obviously. Oh my gosh. This is so painful. But I mean, most people aren't that patient, right? Like most people aren't going to want to wait for that many items. or for that long of a time to be selling items that seem like they're such a lower tier than what they have for energy. Like it was amazing when I was able to one shot tier 9s, like it was so quick, so efficient. I didn't have to think about it. It was just like incredibly fast to be making money. Um but I don't think most people are going to wait until they have, 4,000 energy to be selling tier 8s. Like obviously that's not realistic. So at that point, it's kind of up to your own preference of what you like. I also really like selling tier 1s, like just having a ton of tier 1s because it gets you out of such sticky situations. Like if you didn't have enough to sell this, you didn't want to just sell it normally, you didn't have enough to surcharge it, you'd already used the small talk. You can just suggest a tier 1 item and then just get rid of that customer. And so it just adds so much more flexibility to play when you can do this stuff like that. It's so nice. Just a guy. What item should I craft more for a new player? Check the video I made on pre-craft items. Those are generally the best. Like a lot of these items that people are crafting, like for the higher tier ones. Let's just do this for example. Lots of people are going to need these as like a pre-craft item. This is, I think, a tier 5 item. And it's not like the value of the item is only 5k, but people are buying it for 40k. Like you can find tier 4 items or tier 6 items or whatever that people are willing to pay a ton of money for just because they need it for their craft, right? And it's the same thing. Like I had that all the time where the item that I was crafting, for example, this bow I crafted for a really long time, and I need these, and instead of 30k, these are selling for 200k right now. Like just finding items like that that are pre-craft items that higher players are gonna need is gonna make you a ridiculous amount of money. Like it's crazy. I wish I would have known all this stuff, DNK. Honestly, I wish I would have known it so long ago. Like in terms of the advice that I give to other people and like how to optimize energy and all that stuff. Because obviously, like when we started playing, we had no idea about any of it, and we were just figuring it out as we go. But it would have been so nice to know all this stuff like a year ago. I think playing through would have been so much easier. So we'll see how much of that I take into my new account in 23 billion gold. What's up, Skylar? Good to see you, man. Miffy, hello, hello. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a good week. I've been working on some personal projects, including Megadesk, and making like a really cool video for that. And then I've been working on some more like well-edited intro and kind of final video for this account in the last week, and spent a ton of time on it, and it's looking really good, man. I'm actually so pumped for it. It's gonna be sweet. So yeah, man, I'm doing good. Had some exciting stuff to work on recently, so that's pretty sweet, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I've also been debating if this is worthwhile, like discounting a tier 9 to go and sell this, but I mean, I can easily sell this for 800k, so then selling it for 200k just for an extra, like, really, I only need like less than 100 more energy, 50 more energy. So it's definitely not worth it, but where's the Megadesk stream? The Megadesk is in my garage right now, pretty much finished. Um, we're not going to do it on stream, but I will be releasing a really cool video of me like building the whole thing, like 20 hours of work or something, 15 hours of work in probably like 15 minutes type thing. So it'll be pretty sweet. I'm really excited. I've been working on it a lot, so that'll be pretty sweet. Scotty, I agree with you, man. Absolutely. He said you're gonna get so frustrated doing your Iron Man, sitting around waiting a lot. Better come up with good topics to talk about. Dude, I think so too. Like crafting items, waiting for them, sitting with empty shop, sitting with no components. Like, I think honestly, throughout the week while I'm playing, my play will be a lot of questing, saving components, crafting to save items, and then on stream we'll be selling through stuff. Like for real, I think that's what it's gonna be, because otherwise it's just, yeah, it's not realistic. Streams will be super boring if we don't do it that way. Which might be kind of nice, like for my playstyle to be different, where I'm not just like constantly busy doing stuff. But how can you get the academy and laboratory? You got to pay for them. Um, I got them both when I hit level 80. Actually, other people who were watching stream when we hit level 80 after 10 hours paid for them, and it was amazing. But yeah, they were like $30 Canadian each or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but along those lines. That's annoying. Nice. So in terms of resources, we're definitely going to be running out of ether because we have 16 and 12 required. So we're gonna run out of ether for sure. But I have both of them ascended, and I also have 5 of the like resource pack guild things ready to go. So we probably won't run out tonight, but if we do, we'll just fill it with gems. It's not a huge deal. In terms of everything else, jewels we shouldn't run out at all, just because we've got only 1 item requiring them, and 10 is pretty low. Mountain Man mitts obviously are still really expensive, which is nice, so hopefully we can get some rare ones of those. Chiseled are selling for 650k right now, and I bought these for 125 each. So those are 375 plus tax, I guess. So probably close to 400k to craft one of these. We're getting 650 out of it minus taxes, so we make about 200k. And then for every one that we multi-craft, obviously we're making an extra 600k. So these are really nice. Stompers are just the best boots that I have available right now. They craft fast. These components are about 175k each, unfortunately, but we can still make good money. They multi-craft a lot, and the rare ones still sell for a decent amount. And then we're just focusing like crazy on Maul, and just going to try to get that baby mastered as soon as possible. And then once Maul is mastered, hopefully these components go up. We'll sell those and then switch over to Maplewood Gale. So that's the plan at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. That is the plan. And I don't know if I'm going to be crafting all weekend or not. I don't really want to, but I might end up doing it. I'm not too sure. Hey Rob, with upgrades in your shop, how do you know when to focus on upgrading your bins and upgrading your racks? I'm not sure what to do. That's a good question, man. I think, honestly, it comes down a lot to like your playstyle and ability to play consistently. And what I mean by that is like if you nice, really? Come on, no multicrafts yet? Are you kidding me? So if you're able to play on a like consistently and you don't need to like have a ton of bins out because you're not just logging in like once every couple hours crafting items and logging off type of thing, I think your bin setup's going to look different. Whereas if you can only log in a few times a day to craft and then maybe sit down for a couple hours in the evening to like sell through stuff or whatever, then it's just going to look different depending on how you play. So I think for me, especially for the majority of the time when I was playing, I wasn't able to sit down and play for long stretches of time, and so I wanted to have a lot of bins out. So my goal at the start, like even by mid game, was to have 3 tier 1s, 2 tier 2s. Tier 3 wasn't a thing by then, but 3 tier 1s and 2 tier 2s, to the point that they were upgraded and I could log in and craft 12 items and log off. That was the goal. That's it. And once I got to that point, it was like shut off bins and go straight racks 100% of the time, right? So essentially, goal 1 is to get counter to level 11. That's obvious. That is optimal customer flow, and you know, it's just mandatory for good play. But like after that, it is kind of up to you what you want to do. I would recommend having a certain goal that you want to. What? The second epic Maul? What are they selling for? I'm gonna go check. I would recommend getting your bins to the point that you can log in and craft. Let's say you have 8 crafting slots, log in and craft 8 of your highest tier items. I think that that's really good. Please tell me this are 37 mil. Wowzers. If I could sell that, that would be sick. If anyone wants 2 Mauls for 37 mil each, go for it. Like that's what I think is good. And then I think after that it's okay to just focus on racks completely. Another thing that I think is kind of like a deciding point for you is going to be if you could do like 3 more upgrades and get rid of an extra bin, because it gives you a new resource max that allows you to craft an extra item or whatever, then I would say go for that upgrade, then get rid of your additional bin and then put out another rack, right? Like you want to have as few bins out as possible, but I understand that you need certain levels in order to be crafting continuously. So I would say definitely if you're at the point that you only need like a couple more upgrades and you can get rid of a couple of bins, then that should be priority as well, right? But if your bins are at the point that you can craft all those items and you're fine, and you can't get rid of any anytime soon, then I would just focus on racks. Like, that's got to be priority. Yeah, I'm the same way, Miffy. I get it. I'm more of a later log in here and there in the day and then a few hours at night. So that was me as well. So yeah, I would definitely say um, just reach a certain goal in your bins that you can either get rid of some or craft a certain number of items, and then just exclusively focus all of your attention that you can on bins. Or on racks, sorry. If this one's a multicraft, then we hit the first milestone. Yes! Let's go. Okay, so that'll be nice because then there's less energy needed to rush those. So that was the goal, so that's nice. We got that done. And now we can move on to everything else. That is so nice. Oops. Interesting, that didn't have a fodder item available, so there's got to be at least one type. Wanderer can't choose any of the 3 items that I have out. But I can't even see. That's the frustrating thing. Like, once you have max characters, you can't go in and, like, see all of the different types of heroes. But it'd be nice to know what a Wanderer could wear so that I can know what I need to put out. That feels good. The first Maul set is done. Good stuff. So that was 10, so we need 100 more. So let's say each craft costs 4. So then there's 400 more that I need to spend with a 25% multicraft plus a 10% multicraft plus a 5% because I ascended them. So it's 40% multicraft. So what's 60% of 400? 240, which means that I should have 724 average left. If my math's right, I should have about 724 left, which if those sell for even 3 gems each, that's another like 1,500 gems, which at 400k invested each, actually more than that with the discount, that's like 600 mil invested. Whew, let's go. I'll take that. Nice, nice. Guys, I invested 9.4 billion 2 days ago into Training Hall. Check this out. I reached my goal, 1235, 18.8 billion. Do you see that? It feels so good. So last time we streamed, there was another 9.4 billion up there for what we needed to invest in that, and it is done. So that's off the list, and we only have 4 more towers to go in regular towers. Then we just have Town Hall and the new workers, and we are done investing. Getting close. Feels so good. I'm so pumped. I forgot to pay attention to this. What is being used faster? Tier 1 or Tier 2 for the mall? I guess it depends on buildings, but I've used one of each already, so I actually don't know. Oops. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Those of you who with less than max energy, what have you all been doing for selling tier 10s? Like just selling normally, like small talk sell normally, or like small talk if you get to 800 discount and then sell another tier 10? Like what does that look like for you guys who don't have close to max? Or are you just selling them in market? Like what does that actually look like for those of you who have lower energy like this? I'd love to know. Holy. These guys are going hard. Did they get it done? Oh, it's so close. Oh, and Jewel Storehouse is next, but I have my 936, so I'm going to keep saving gold. Man, chat is quiet tonight, y'all. Quiet, quiet. Let's open some chests, shall we? Let's do it. I think I have 13 saved up. Yeah, 13. Let's go. So we can't get feathers, so what do we want? I don't care about shards. Components are nice. Anything worth a lot of money. Legendaries that I can sell for gems are nice. Let's see. Repair kits are nice because they save me 2 mil each. So that's 10 mil. Though that's 2.5 mil. And that's 2.5 mil. So that's like a 17 mil chest. That's pretty good. Let's see. Seeds. Nice epic. Alright, that works. That's 7 mil plus whatever that epic's worth. Yuck. Not good. 2.5 mil. 5.5 mil chest. All I care about is gold at this point. 5 mil. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a gross chest. 7 more. Oh. That's the worst one yet. 1.5 mil. There's a legendary. Let's go. Let's go. So 2 decent items so far. Hopefully they're worth something. That's pretty decent. I need to check these items and see if they're actually worth more than base, and if not, then I'll just try to sell them to the king for 10 times. Nice. What is the max basement? So the max basement is 68 slots. I have 44 right now. So I'm at 44, max is 68. My next upgrade is 1 billion gold at 81 or 2,250 gems. I won't be getting it. It doesn't do anything functionally, and I don't want to spend that much more. So it maxes at 68, but it doesn't give you any more space for racks or anything. You're still maxed at 80 out of 80, like that. So max energy is still 8,144. That's the highest that you can get in the game. Which normally I'm sitting at that, but just because Multicraft's on, we'll be rocking this probably for the next 2 days, unless I get like super max inventory and I need to sell through a couple things, but that'll just take a couple hours, so not a huge deal. Gotcha, DNK. I see. All right, so we'll lock that and that. And then I'm going to check. I think these actually sell for quite a bit more than 4.4 mil. If not, then I'll just sell them in shop, and everything else is not worth much. Let's check. All right, please. That's not bad. I don't think this is gonna be worth like anything. Oh, that's brutal. Are you serious? That's almost just worth saving for the king. We'll see if it sells, but that's rough. Juggernaut gloves, I think, are going to be worth more, but we'll see. Because those are one of the best in slots still. 10 flawless. 15 mil or 60. What? Okay, well, they're obviously not selling for that many gems. That's weird, but... Destroy. That's pretty crazy, actually. 68 gems or 15 mil. It's like 300k a gem. Hopefully I can sell them for gems. That'd be nice. Alright, yeah. That was the highest I'd ever seen. Hopefully we can get rid of them at a good price, though. Like, over 600k is crazy. Normally 550 is a really good price. What sort of stats do you think heroes need to clear all the game's content? So Tower of Titans, when it first came out, and I was facing the last boss, which I would say is the most difficult thing in the game, I didn't have any good heroes. So I had Spellblades with average skills like this, with only green double enchanted gear, average skills, level 40, and I sent them out with Argon and the highest power booster, and I beat the boss. So level 40 heroes, half decent skills, terrible gear, and I was able to do it. I think comfortably, you're obviously going to need some more than that, but honestly, you don't need anything ridiculous. Like, if you had like level 35 heroes, hopefully, so you have 4 skills, they're half decent skills, and you have like double enchanted blue gear, shouldn't have any issues, honestly. Yeah, as long as you don't have like completely garbage skills, I think you're good. Come on. By the way, when I did finish Tower of Titans for the first time, there was one red face and the rest were all orange faces, and I still beat it. So even if the faces don't look great, just cross your fingers and hope, I guess. Good luck, good luck. I'm also curious to see what's going to happen with Market this weekend because, I mean, tier 10s have been weird after the surcharge weekend. Okay, so they're pretty normal now. They're like 40k above, 30k above. So that's fine. Those are still really profitable. And then if Multicraft is on and people are crafting a ton, they might be pretty cheap. What? You can buy these for less? Oh, okay. There was just a couple. Because if you can buy those for less than what you're getting out of them, and I still haven't even got my surcharge bonus, that is insane. We should actually lock those. There we go. Because then once we get the um, value increase, then we'll unlock them and sell them. I'm not going to try to surcharge them like it's 2600 energy or something, like it's ridiculous, but we'll probably just end up small talking them and selling them normally, I would assume. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if anyone's even like trying to surcharge Mauls right now. Like it just seems like a crazy amount of energy. All right, so I'm really hoping that we get like a good drop from Mountain Men Mids, because if we have like we have it fully ascended, fully enchanted, like everything's good to go. And they're still like really expensive. 400 gems. 119 gems. And these have been at 10.5 mil like since the start. Wow, you can buy these for 12 gems and sell for 10 mil. That's like 800k a gem or more. That's insane. That's like 900k a gem. Holy cats. And these actually sell for 10.5 mil all the time. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think it's worth Jordan, honestly. To surcharge Maul seems insane. I'm thinking I'm getting tier 2 faster than tier 1 at this point, so I'll end up using these bundles. Yeah. But not too many of them, because when I get to this 16, then there's less wood that's needed, and then I'll need the other bundles, so I don't want to waste all of them. So I'll probably just use a couple if I get really behind, but this will balance out eventually, especially with Multicraft. It should work out pretty smooth, depending on how quickly we can end up getting through them. Oh man. I'm so used to not having to rely on um like successful small talks and not just because I do it where it's one-shotting everything still. So whenever like I'm ready to surcharge something and then I see failure, it hurts because I'm so not used to that being the case. It's so weird. I sold down to less than 100 items last night. I feathered a lot today, so that's why I'm up around 500 already, and I have like 100 and something fodder items. Um, but I tried to sell down as low as I could last night so that this weekend I could just be crafting and I'll have to worry about max. But oh, I guess that doesn't work. I was thinking I could go up to 1300 storage, but I need all my bins out to craft. So depending on how the weekend goes, hopefully I'll have some time to sit down and just sell through items and then keep crafting, because multi-craft is actually it is insanely profitable. It's so good. Does anyone feel like buying two malls for 37 mil each? Wait, are they still? Yeah. Anyone? Anyone? This is a deal, guys. I'm giving you one gold off. Um, I kind of want to just sell this in shop. I really don't think that that's gonna sell. I'll just sell it in shop. It's only like a mil difference. I don't really care. Where do you get those mitts from? The blueprint was in a pack when I got level, like right after I got level 80. So probably like a month and a half ago or something. It was in a pack, but it's just like an incredibly good blueprint. So that won't be available again probably until, unless they do like a really special Black Friday sale with what do they call it? Flashbacks or whatever, which they've done in the past. Last year they did flashbacks, so you could buy like every previous blueprint. Then you have to wait 6 months for it to be in Caprice shop, unfortunately. But they're such a good blueprint because they're the best in slot for any evasion type hero. So good. Come on. Yeah, let's go. So I guess it would be like another 4.5 months till it would be available in Caprice shop. And I think still they're gonna be best in slot till way past then. Like I don't see them releasing like a tier 10 evasion glove. They got so many other things to do. Like I think one of the next pack items is definitely gonna be a better in slot glove item because this one's the best, but it's not. There's no extra stats on it. There's no extra pack item yet. So probably the next nice pack item is gonna be uh those gloves because it's the last best in slot free to play item, so they will inevitably take it out. What do you think about the current pack? I haven't actually looked at it too much. So tier 10 is the only thing that's great, or the only thing that's like 260 and 16. Is that good? I don't think that's great. 260. See, that's the thing. I don't have the other pack items. Like we could go look it up online and see what other pack items there are available in the game, but I don't have it up right now. But from what I heard, there's another pack item that's a tier 9 that it's not that much better than. Rob Freed, I'll answer that in a bit. Let me just actually look up other pack items. Play shoptitans.com. We can go to blueprints. Go to helmets. Oh, so Centurion is attack and defense. So there isn't. Okay, so it's like the upgraded Warlord helmet, which is the tier 8 previous pack item. So it's from 210 defense and 13 health to 260 and 16 health. So it is better in both stats. So it is definitely best in slot now. So it's not a bad item at all. It'll probably be worth a good amount, but I think a lot of the time, actually defense and health is fine, especially for people who are making tankier heroes. So yeah, I think it is actually good. But then again, as I've said many times, I am not the hero guy, so maybe I'm not the one to be asking about that. Why are you going to retire my account? All right, so essentially I've been playing this account since June of 2019, so it's been a year and a half, and I've completed every goal that I set for myself. I have everything that I could have unlocked to have unlocked. Every slot, every furniture, everything's max energy. Almost every single building that I wanted has reached its goal of having essentially a max guild. Like there's nothing else for me to do other than just do the same. What? Did I put chests away? No, did I really? No, I didn't put chests away. Why did that do that? Am I max? Dang it, I am max, aren't I? That's so annoying. Oh man. Okay, it's fine. Um And so honestly, I'm just kind of getting bored. Like there really is nothing else that's challenging or pressing for me to do in game other than make the same items over and over, do the same things over and over, play for hours and hours and hours more just to see a bigger investment number. And I really enjoy the aspect of this game of thinking through things, optimizing things, strategizing, like figuring out new things to do and new ways to play and that sort of thing. And I feel like I've been optimizing this account for so long and I've mastered like every tier 10. I have my crafting rotation. I'm not going to be spending thousands of dollars in game to like ascend every single item. I have every line to 15 stars and that was a huge goal. So it's like all of the end game goals that I wanted to hit are done, other than like a couple little things that I have left. And so I just want to start a new account for some fresh content and a fresh look at the game and something that's going to be challenging that I actually have to think through. So for me, it's just more of I want to enjoy the game again, and I'm not doing that right now as much, and there's not that much for me to do or not that much that's challenging me, and so I want to change up what I'm doing and make some more interesting content rather than just me crafting the same items, selling the same items, playing for endless hours just to see a bigger number beside my name. Like that's not challenging. That's mindlessly playing for hours for no real goal. So yeah, man. I mean, I have my last few goals that I want to hit. I'm going to hit them and then I'm going to retire this account. I'm probably going to take a couple weeks off completely from playing around Christmas time and then just spend a lot of time with family and stuff, which will be sweet. And then in the new year, we'll be starting a brand new series, and it'll be like my full-time played account is going to be an Iron Man account where I can't trade, I can't interact with market, I can't buy components, I can't join a guild that's higher than like basically my own rank. Like there's a ton of restrictions on my account, so I can actually replay the house to make something interesting and for me to enjoy the game again. So that's pretty much it, man. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be sweet. It's been an hour and a half, or an hour and a half, a year and a half of playing this game, thousands of hours, and yeah, man, I'm ready for a new chapter to start. So I think it'll be really good. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Why are there F's in the chat? Come on. Can somebody on Twitch just chat real quick? For some reason, I'm getting an error, but as long as chat's still working, then I don't care. As long as I can still see you guys chatting, then we're all good. Um, I do kind of want to do some bounties. I've actually been doing so many bounties lately just because I want to be opening grab bags. So I've actually been bountying a lot lately, just so that I can open them and try to get feathers to make more money. So it's been pretty good actually. Mostly just like surcharging and discounting, but see, there's that wanderer again. It has no fodder item that I possess, which is quite annoying, but all good. All right, so now that that's done, actually, I'll probably just buy this for now, and then I'll I'll spend the other ones later. What? My Twitch is bugging out, man. Okay, never mind. I think we're back. That's so weird. Okay, I think we're good. Rob, are you planning on doing YouTube guides on your new account to help us newbies through the first stages of the game? So I did make a series with with a different new account called Robbed Mod. So I made four like progression videos. So from level 1 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, and then I made a final guide for level 1 to 40. But I never went past level 40. So the highest level that I've actually talked through is getting to level 40. It took about 18 hours of gameplay. Um, at the end I had like 30 million gold, and yeah, I talk through like everything I do at different stages in the game, how I make money, how I optimize, how I level quickly, like all of the different things that I could think of to talk about to help people through the early levels up, at least up to level 40. So I think eventually it would be fun to like play the game normally and like play from level 1 and like make guides for each stage of the game as the game is now, because when I was playing through the game originally, obviously it looked very different. The highest tier was tier 7 when I started playing. So the landscape of the game is obviously completely different than what I know it to be. So playing through again, just like through a different lens, would probably be really interesting. And like making content throughout that would be cool, but no plans to do that right now. My new account will be my new Iron Man account will be like my sole focus in the new year. I'm wondering if I'm going to hit level 80 by the time we get there. But my other thought is that I'm kind of interested to see, and I'd love to get some guesses on this, is where do you think net worth will finish? Because if I have 23.22 billion to go, I've got 2 billion or so on me, plus I've probably got another 600 mil or so just in like gems and opulent jewels right now. So I'm wondering how much net worth I'm going to have by the time I finish the rest of the 23 billion. And I want to finish the account with like a super even number. Like if we could finish with 350 billion net worth and make it like 350000 and leave it there forever, that would be awesome. So I haven't planned that out yet, obviously, but that would be so cool. What do you guys think I'm going to finish at for net worth? Those wanderers, man, they're killing me. What do wanderers wear even? No, Rob, the one that I made recently, I made like a month ago or two. So the game is like as the game is now is how I played through level 1 to 40. So it wasn't like when I first started my account. I made a brand new account and played through the first 40 levels so that I could make guides for people. So that one is like fresh. Like I just finished making it. When I first started playing this game, I wasn't a content creator. I didn't start making videos till 6 months ago, but I've been um, playing this game for a year and a half. Like I didn't start making videos until I was like level 75 or something like that. So this is all very new to me. Very new. Come on. Is it a wanderer again? Flip. Can somebody look up what wanderers use? Because this is driving me crazy. I can't even look it up. I've also been using all of my Fortune Zone tickets to try to get more feathers. So I've just been like buying the cheap one like this and then just letting it reset in half an hour and then seeing if another feather comes up. And by doing that, I've got like 3 or 4 feathers, which is essentially like 300 or 400 mil. So it's pretty nice actually. I've been doing that quite a bit. Oh, I didn't feather these. Let's do that. I wasn't going to, but oh, what? Oh my gosh, I thought they were all done. What am I doing? That was so dumb. I can't believe I just did that. Wow. I just lost myself like 100 mil. That is annoying. I've never done that before. I've never accidentally used a feather. I figured that I'd finished all the quests because I saw guys resting, and oh man. And I just forgot to feather them and start new quests. That is so silly. Man. Actually, I don't even know how long I've actually been making content. We should look that up. Um, when was my first upload? Wait, I think it was actually 6 months ago, like the other day. I'm pretty sure because I looked this up with my brother the other day. Hold up, I'm scrolling. Daggers, axes, guns, light armor, rogue hats. Let's go. Thank you, Rob. Okay, so what are we gonna make then? Um, yeah, we'll just go with shivs. That's fine. Just take off all these. First video ever was May 15th. The first video that I ever made was May 15th. So there you go. Just over 6 months as of probably, what, 5 days ago or something? Was the 6 month mark for my first video ever? That's crazy. Time flies, man. Started recording my phone screen from my MacBook Air and then slowly upgraded, slowly got a webcam and just added more and more. Got a full-on PC, built a wall in my house to set up an office, and here we are, man. It's pretty nuts. And now I've made 120 something videos. That's so crazy. Time flies, man. What's up, Alan? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Yo, guys, I'm so excited to share the stuff that I've been making recently. Like, I think it's so cool. I'm so excited to share it. I can't yet, but I think it's amazing. I've been spending so much time on it. Yo, Rob, have you been, it's weird saying my own name. Have you been following the channel for a while? I don't think I've seen you in chat before, but it's good to have you, man. Welcome. That's cool. I wonder if I can just show you guys one screen from what I've been making. It might make my computer like super slow though, because obviously it's in an editing software and it takes a lot, but I'll see if I can show you guys because I'm so pumped about it. You guys have no idea. I've spent so much time. Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's pretty slow. All right, let's see if this will work. Yeah, it's gonna work. Let's go. Okay, cool. Um, yo, so can you guys see this? Hold on. If I full screen it and press play, let's see if you can see it. This is just my like video editing software. I don't know if this is just gonna get really slow or not, so we'll see what happens, but I hope that this will go full screen for you guys. Oh, it's not gonna go full screen. Shoot. See if there's another way that I can do this. Hold up. I was really hoping this was gonna go full screen. Um, Man, I don't think it is. Okay, hold up. There's another way that I can do this. There's always another way. So this is just something that I've been working on as like part of my like end of an era say goodbye to Rob mods type thing. So check this out. You guys ready? How sick is that? Okay, so I probably spent like a good 40 hours editing this video, and probably at least that much, but it's basically just like talking about my account and my progress and reasons for retiring at it and like thanking people and like whatever. Basically just like trying to make something that's really well done. Um for people to watch as like the end. And so that was that's like just one part of something that I've made that's like 3 minutes long that's like, oh, it's so cool actually. I spent so much time on it. I'm very proud. You might not be, but I'm happy. Oh, it's been so good. All right. I use Rave Shaw. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. My wife is a graphic designer. She did all the like my logos and um whatever templates and thumbnail stuff and whatever, like everything that you see that has RM on it. She made for me. So she had the software already, like she pays for it yearly, so I was just able to jump on hers for free. She had one extra device that could use it, so I got to get like a free software. So in the last like probably 2 or 3 months, I've learned like a brand new editing software, and it's been really cool actually, just learning a lot of new stuff. Yeah, yeah. Like definitely a lot of stuff to learn, and I've had to spend a lot of time on it, but it's been fun. It's been really cool learning new things and challenging myself to learn something that I've never touched before. So yeah, very happy with how this is turning out. What's up, K Project? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Dude, you should rewind like 1 minute and watch what I just put up. Dude, I'm so proud of it. It's good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm doing well. I purposely muted the audio on that video so that everything is a surprise, but that's probably like maybe halfway through the video, something like that. Yeah, yeah, sounds good. I feel like we haven't got very many like good um multi-crafts yet. I'm hoping for something real flashy at some point. I'm wondering if at some point I'll just end up selling tier 10s normally just because I'm going to run out of space and I want to keep crafting. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that it will happen. Although I don't want to. Yo, no one made any guesses for what my net worth is going to end up at. I'm thinking 350 mil on the dot. That might be what I aim for, but I don't know. Or like 348,888,888. That would be pretty cool too. Like something super even would be awesome. We'll see when we get closer to, but I'm planning on actually I'm planning on putting all my racks away, putting my counter in front of the door so that no one can get in, and just having it like just be seating and like open space once I retire it. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Marvin Paul, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Man, my mom's coming down tomorrow. She lives about an hour and a half away, taking the kids for the night, and me and Lindsay get a date night. I'm very excited. We haven't had one for probably like a month, so it'll be really nice to get out for the evening. Very excited. I mean, sadly, we'll probably just end up Christmas shopping for the kids anyway. Thanks, Kay. Appreciate it, man. That's like a really, really small portion of what I've made, but I'm very excited about it. I was thinking that we'd have this mall like mastered, but it's gonna probably take the 2 days. I forget how slow it is to master things and craft it. I've just been done crafting or done mastering everything for so long that I just forget. When there's Multicraft on, do most people go for profit or is it more for like mastering items that are annoying? Like I think for me it was like anything that has pre-craft items or like superior or better pre-craft items or like items that I'm making a lot of money from or items that I've really wanted to master for a long time that take multiple resource pools. Like things like that where my focus is, but what are you guys working on for multi-craft event? Oh yeah, man, I know the editing software, man. I've literally put like you just saw a few of the tracks. Um there's 90 of them. There's 90 of them for me to get in everything that I wanted to, like everybody's names and stuff. Took me forever, dude. Yeah, pre-craft ones. You're guessing, Scotty, are you saying like because I'm at 400 billion, you put 4.8 billion. 348? No, 3448. I don't know. Because I still have like 18 billion or something to go in terms of like actually making gold. It's 23.22 that I still need to invest. Oh yeah, elements and spirits. That's good too. Like if you get good multi-crafts of those, that can be huge. And it saves a lot too because sometimes tier 9s aren't super profitable just because runestones can be so expensive. So I think that's a good call. Depends how full your inventory is. Yeah, that's a good call. Come on. Man, I don't know how you guys do it with these failed small talks. It drives me nuts. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If your inventory's full, just make runes. Makes sense to me. I can't believe we got two epic mauls like right off the bat. I don't think anyone's gonna buy them for 37 million, but I wouldn't complain. If anyone wants an incredible deal on mauls, I'll hook you up. Also, I did buy some extra components and stuff. I need a lot of these. I don't need any of the tier 10 stuff though. So most likely, I'm hoping that if these go up in price, which they're super cheap right now, but if they go up in price over this weekend because of demand, then I'll sell through all of them and make some good money. That'll be nice. Not really, Kay, honestly. Says he's crafting tier 8, tier 7 selling. I don't know, man. Like, even when I've been trying to fool around with the methods that I put in my guides a while ago, it's like all that stuff is it feels like it's totally dried up. Like, I don't even know what to do nowadays to make gems. Oh, Scotty, that's hilarious, man. I didn't even realize those are the numbers from oh my gosh, what is the show called? The Island Show from back in the day. That's so funny. That's funny, Kay. I think a lot of people are in the same boat, man. It's tough to make gems nowadays. Like 500K per gem is like a ridiculous amount for somebody who's not making a ton. Like right now, if I have enough feathers, I can make like a 1 billion gold a day profit. But like for people who are lower levels and aren't there yet, man, it's got to be such a slug. Lost. Thank you. I was thinking island. There we go. That's so funny, man. Scotty, that's a good call. It does feel like that sometimes. Absolutely. All right, what are we doing? I can't believe I wasted a feather earlier. That is so crazy. I only have 2 feathers left. I used like 50 probably in the last couple of weeks. I've been using them like non-stop. I mean, I've made a ton of money, but once that dries up, I'm gonna have to figure out something else. I might have to go back to crafting. Ugh, who needs it? It's been interesting. I've been thinking about the fact that we haven't had like any events on weekends hardly because 3 out of 4 weekends out of every month are taken up by like the different big events. And I really do miss like all the different events. I feel like it added so much to the game when we had like surcharge events and energy events and like even I mean XP events aren't great, but like component events and stuff like that. Like I feel like it just added such a depth to the game because there was something different to do and a different focus depending on the week. But with all these like regular monthly events that take up like all of the space in the calendar, I feel like we're really missing out on a lot of what the game was um, when we were able to get events like this for 2 days at a time. Like the market changes, gameplay style changes, profitability changes. Like the game feels completely different for 2 days. But it's like King's Caprice, it doesn't feel different. It's just this really long event that seems to drag on, and all you do is craft for an entire week unless you get bored of it, right? Like having something like this, like even every second weekend, I think would be so much nicer. I really do miss having those events all the time. It was so nice. What's up, Andre? Good to see you, man. Okay, give me some feathers, bro. Yeah, I mean, this has been the full week, finally. So we have an event on Tuesday and on Thursday and on, well, I guess Monday night and then Wednesday night and then Friday night. But yeah, because this is the first full week we've had of events, and this is what it was every week. Um, for the longest time is that every single week we would have 3 events, and then they added Lost City, and then they added um, Tower of Titans, and they added King's Caprice, and all of a sudden, instead of us having 4 long weekend events every month, we now only have one. So I mean, it's cool because we have these different unique events that are happening in the game, which definitely adds a lot. But I feel like there's a lot of the game that's now missing because we're not able to have these style of events very often. I just miss it in general. Man, should I just start selling these tier 10s normally? I don't know what to do. If I get close to max inventory and I still want to be crafting, I'm definitely going to start selling tier 10s normally. For now, I think it's okay, but probably going to end up switching it up because like even me doing this and just like tier 1 and then just hope for a successful but it's not, and then you know what I mean, like I'm not going through any items. It's so annoying. You can have the feathers if you give me 30% of the gold. Legitimately, I would do that, Kay. For real, I would do that. Absolutely. Because without feathers, I'm making like so much, like a quarter of the money from quests. If I feather all day and I'm averaging 100 mil per feather, and I can do like it's an hour and a half, so I could do up to like 8 to 10 a day. That's like 800 mil to a billion gold a day just from feathers, never mind everything else. And that's even without surcharging. That's just the base value of the item itself. Like it's crazy how much money you can make if you've got feathers and like good heroes, obviously. Imagine how much feathers would be worth on the market. I think they'd actually sell for like a couple hundred mil. I'm not even kidding. Like feathers are so valuable even just in terms of gems. Like if you were to buy feathers for gems, think about that. 100 million per feather at 500k per gem. That's two. Each feather is essentially worth 200 gems to me. Like a stack of 10 feathers is 2k gems. It's so crazy. Okay, still, man, I would make that. I would make that trade any day, man. I'm so down. Yeah, I feel like the same thing, Lap. Like the the events in game all kind of feel similar. Like there's nothing about a certain event that's like, wow, this game feels different. You know, you're still crafting, you're still selling. It's just the aspect of crafting and selling feels different. But he was talking about having like an invasion or like something more dramatic or exciting or extreme could happen that could like completely change what the game looks like. And I know that that would have to be done very strategically so it doesn't like completely break the game entirely. But I'm sure that there's some very interesting things that you could do where there would be like people who come into the store to like rob you or something, you know? Like just crazy things that are happening. Pay for booby traps. It'd be awesome. Yeah, so let me give you an example. In 5 minutes or 4 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll go through all these, and then I'll feather all of them and send them out again. So essentially, every hour and 20 minutes, if I have feathers, I can send out 8 of the hardest quests, send out all of my heroes, all of this stuff. We can add it up, but it'll be worth about 100 mil, and then I can just do it again. So I know it's still like game time. It's still effort to put in to like sell through everything and stuff like that. Like it's not just free money in my pocket, 100 mil. I have to work for it. But still, when I have feathers, I'm able to make so much more money in game. Or even like if you and your guild could send heroes together to go raid like this crazy dungeon that you actually had to like progress in the dungeon together with heroes, and if they die then they're actually dead and stuff, like that would be so crazy. And if you hit checkpoints then you can like heal certain heroes or whatever. Like there's probably some really interesting things that you could do, but then it would turn into like a hero adventure game rather than a shop making game. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it would work with like the aesthetic of the game itself, but it would still be interesting. Yeah, we can definitely add up how much money we make from this set of quests for sure. For sure. I'll just need to put some components in the bank or in the market so that I don't go over again. 3 minutes, we'll do it. Is this the first type of mobile game you fell into? Um, First type, I would say yes, just because like I enjoy the like grind, optimize, figure out ways to improve, have clear goals in front of you and achieve the goal and then move on to something else. Like a game like RuneScape, for example, is one that I played for a long time when I was a kid, and like those types of games were always really interesting to me because it felt like I'm in an adventure. I have to figure out how to do it optimally. There's a lot of different aspects to it. There's a lot of time that I have to put into it, but in the end there's like this big goal that I get to like achieve and feel good about, right? Like I enjoyed that type of game, and like the achievement side of it and the grind side of it. So it's definitely the type of game that like draws me in and you know, gives me reason to play. So yeah, I would say definitely this is like the style of game, but this is like the first mobile game that like really got me hooked to the point that like I played for a long period of time and started making videos and guides and streaming and stuff. Because before that I've never made a video in my life, so this is all very new to me. Yeah, it's true. You could do something like that. It would just be a totally new aspect to the game that they would have to build, but it'd be pretty sweet. Protected from raids, build defensive towers. That would be so cool, man. That would actually be awesome. I mean, if you want a game like that, I'm sure you're just going to play a different game than a shop game if you want to, you know, be actively defending yourself from the onslaught of someone else, but it would be a cool aspect of this game too, for sure. I'm actually going to do this. I know I don't get the small talk, but whatever. All good. I'm actually going down in items, which is fine, but then as soon as we finish these, we're obviously going to go up probably like 100 items immediately. So, all right, we're pretty much ready. I need to put a bunch of shells in market because I'm max, so we'll do that. I don't want to sell those yet. I'm going to save them. I'll probably go up to like 800 shells or something like that. And then hopefully the price goes up over the weekend and I can make a bit of extra money, but we'll see. If not, I'll just sell through all of them on Sunday or something. All right, let's do this. Let's actually I'm going to bring up a quick document and I will just guesstimate really, but kind of figure out overall how much money we made. So we're just going to assume that from each component we're going to get 100k just for like easy rounding sake, and then everything else we can kind of add up. We'll say 500k from chiseled, and then from bigger items we can just guess, but usually you don't get too many like legendary items and stuff like that. So for these I'm going to go market value, not surcharge value, because not everyone's going to have the ability to sell those like that. So that's 200k in components and about 7, wait, no, 2 mil there and 7 mil there. So that's 9 mil. Um, Holy, okay. 2 mil in components, 5 mil in chest, so that's 7 mil. 20 swords is, they're like 800k each, so that's 16 mil, 18, 23. So that's about 30 mil right there. Yeah, item counter would be so nice. Um, nice. 11 of these. Those are like close to 900k each right there. So that's 9. Probably closer to 10 mil actually. And then we'll say 6 mil from there. So 9 and 6, 25. All right, 13 boots at 800k each. So we'll say 10 mil, 12 mil, 14 and a half. We'll just say 14. All right. So these are 20 tier 9s, which go for about, let's say, 700k average. It's been a little bit less lately, but I can sell them for closer to 800k. So let's say 700k times 20 is 14 mil. We'll just say 15 mil for that one. Tier 10, so those will be like 900k each. So let's say 10 mil, 12 mil, and close to, yeah, that's pretty much 20 mil. A little bit more probably, but we'll say 20. So that's our first repair. So we'll use a repair kit, but we'll even say like minus 3 mil on this one because we lost gear. So so 8. So this is actually our lowest income one. So 8, and these are only like 600k probably. So that's only 4.8 mil, and that's only so 6 mil total, plus we lost 3 mil, so that's only a 3 mil quest. And then that's 2 plus 2.5. We'll just say 5 for round numbers. All right. So 9 plus 30 plus 25 plus 14 plus 15 plus 20 plus 8. 121. So from those 8 quests, I made 121 million. Repair with feather. They're all good to go again. We'll go with coral because I know I have too many of the other one. 1, 2. I send them with berserker, so I make sure I get 20 items. So we go deep coral. We're just going to send them all to coral. I always send her with this so that she'll finish no matter what. Usually I send a loot bugle with her. Send the rest with this one because hopefully he'll get the XP and not die. Not guaranteed. Send 4 strong heroes without a champion because that's going to be like my weakest group. And then the other 4 don't really matter. I just send them with a champion. None of these quests ever fail. They always succeed. I usually get 100 to 120 mil each. That takes an hour and 20 minutes. In an hour and 20 minutes, I collect another 120 mil, sell through items, sell in shop. That's it, man. So that's how I've been making like 1 billion gold a day. But if you look at this, I only have 1 feather left. So that's why I've been spending like everything that I possibly can to try to get feathers. I've been using these so that I can open up grab bags to hopefully get extra feathers. Like, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so specifically for Polonia. What's up, Kairiko? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, the more hits that Polonia takes to kill someone, including everybody in the party, the more items that you get. So if you send Polonia with weaker heroes or heroes even without weapons on them, as long as they can still complete the quest, then you can get a maximum of 20 items. So yeah, Polonia is like seriously your moneymaker. So even when I run out of feathers, I still have, I think, 50 or 60 stamina drinks. Let me check. Okay, wow, I'm down to 36. I've been using those a lot too. But most of these I'm going to try to use on Polonia and just send her with as many parties as I can and just get an extra 20 items for free. 20 items times 800k. It's an extra 16 mil or whatever. So that's pretty much the goal. Is just make as much money as I can and get through this last 20 billion as quick as possible. Have I been re-rolling shop for feathers? Yeah, I used all of my stuff. I had about 5,000 and I've been re-rolling just the cheaper ones to try to get feathers as well. And I probably got like 6 or 7 more from that as well. I've been doing everything I possibly can to get more feathers. It's been pretty nuts. Ooh, that'll work. Yeah, I opened like probably close to 20 grab bags since I started doing this. And then re-rolling shop, opening chests, like pretty much doing everything that I can. I was thinking, do you guys think that this is worth it? I've been really debating doing this. So like these lower level chests, I don't have any keys for them. I'm not going to spend my gems because I want the gems to invest. But I could do the lower level bosses and try to get keys from them to open chests to get more feathers. And I don't know if that would be worthwhile or not. Okay, that's awesome, man. So funny. I don't know if it's worthwhile or not, but like look at these quests. I never do any of these 5 bosses. I never do them because the components are so cheap and I feel like it's a waste of time for my heroes to do it. And I don't know if it's worthwhile for me to be sending heroes to do those just to hope to open a chest to get more feathers, because then I'm wasting the heroes doing the hard quests anyway. So isn't it just defeating the purpose? Like I don't think it's worthwhile wasting that much hero time, because those bosses still take like a long time. I mean, I guess I could use, where are they? I could use compasses for them to get the quest done really quick. Like I could just rush quests, and I could even use like Yami or something just to like rip through the quest as fast as possible, hope that I get feathers from it, and then be able to feather everyone. Like that might actually work. Like I know it's probably a long shot, but I don't know. If I can rush them and I don't care about using compasses, then that might be another way that I can make some extra. I might actually try that. Might work. Oh, Kay says he does all of them, and it's been a week since he's got a feather. Huh. No, I don't have... That's the thing, Lap. Like, honestly, man, look at this. Even for components, I bought like 900 of each that I needed. 900, 900, 900. And then I don't have any others. I sold everything. I've sold everything that I could. Sold... I had... Look at chess. I had Ancient and Time Worn. I had like 500 of each chest and I sold them all. Just because I'm trying to make as much gold as possible. Like I don't care about that stuff right now. All I want to do is make gold and get these goals done quickly. So I've just been using like everything at my disposal possible to be making gold. It's been insane. But I've been averaging 1 billion a day. But I think once I run out of feathers, that's definitely going to slow down quite a bit. Uh-huh. That'll work. 860? No. Oh, actually, I'm good. I was 100 over. We're good. Nice. Well, Kay, what I'm thinking, man, is like if I can just send a couple of heroes with Yami anyway, and I'll use my compasses on them, so he'll probably finish them like incredibly fast, and everyone will rest up really quick too. So just to get like a easy chest and then be able to open it, I think it's worth it. I don't know. Because like I said, feathers is essentially worth 200 gems each for me, so even if I have to spend a couple gems to buy the chest to open it, like I don't mind that at all. Sunken Sunken keys do not give you feathers. You cannot get feathers from Sunken, unfortunately. So that is not an option. I think they did it that way just because so many people are using feathers, doing 8 Sunken quests, getting a bunch of keys, and then opening chests. Like you said, like you saw, I opened 13 at the start of the stream, but I got those within like the last 2 days. Seriously. So if I was getting feathers from those, it would just be like this never-ending cycle of me pretty much non-stop making money by using feathers, getting feathers, using feathers, getting feathers. Like, I think it would just break the system entirely. That would not work out. Man, I really want to see like a double legendary or craft or something. Something good. We'll see. Would it be smarter to use the compasses on regular missions since they get the rest time bonus and that's 1/8 of a feather anyway? Okay, you're not wrong. Actually, it'd probably be smartest like once these 3 Berserkers and Polonia finish that the next time I send them out, I just feather Polonia all the time so that she finishes faster. Because she's the one who's making me most money anyway, right? Like her quest made me 30 mil, and none of the other quests even came close to that, other than my Sia quest. So if I just focus all of my compasses on only my Polonia and just keep everyone else the same, I think you're right. I think that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that's a good call, man. Yeah, that's way better than what I was thinking. Much better. See, that's why I hired you guys to come hang out with me, because then we can talk through this stuff together and I don't make bad decisions. All right, come on. Double. No. We're going to get like a good double craft tonight. I am convinced. Yeah, I think you're right, potentially. Like if I still wanted Ascension Shards. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, what? I thought I spent all these the other day. Um, like I still have 400 Ascension Shards. I have nothing that I want to spend them on. I've got everything that I wanted. And I went in and I ascended this mace and another mace to get me up to 21 stars so that I could have another multi-craft chance just so that I could save a few more components for these maces. Like I'm at the point that I literally just do not even care anymore. It's so ridiculous. Lab said he did the same thing just for that 5% bonus. And I have the shards anyway, so I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, if it saves me total, like, it's 5%, but even if it saves me, like, 50 or something, if it saved me 50 and I could sell them for even 800k each, you know? Like, it saves me 40 mil. Why not? I'll take free money any day. Man, why is nothing multi-crafting now? I'm just, probably because I'm watching it. It's like that whole, a watched pot never boils, you know what I mean? Where I gotta stop looking for the multicraft and then I'll start getting them. Because right now I'm like looking for it, wanting it to happen. K Project, I don't have time nowadays to go to spreadsheets, man. I did way too many spreadsheets back in the day. I'm so done. I just don't want to do it, man. I'm like, yeah, I think stamina drinks on Polony makes more sense. Or compasses makes more sense. Good call. I'll do that. And then it's like, okay, when stamina or when compasses run out, then I'll just use stamina drinks on her and send her with any heroes, and it'll be fine. Also, what I've been doing lately, you know how I have so many power boosters? Like I have like 100 something power boosters. I've been just sending out like one hero, one champion, and they can't even like finish the quest that I'm sending them on. Like I'll send them on a hard quest, and then I'll just use a power booster on them so then they can make more money. Like whatever. I have no reason for them, but using them in this way I can make more money. So why wouldn't I do that? You know, it just makes so much more sense. Yeah, there are a lot of choices for Kyrikel. I know what you mean. I asked that question earlier, what are people crafting? Because I think mastering the really annoying stuff with those like superior pre-crafts is like such a good call with multi-craft, but then you could be making so much money if you're like double crafting best in slot. Or do you do runes because that's going to be like the most profitable way to do it? I don't know, man. It's a good question. Yes, Ace, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yes, we're crafting that stupid Maul, dude. So excited. We're done 18 so far. 18 in an hour and a half. Flip. Takes forever. Yeah, it's True Lap. And that's honestly, dude, that's been my thought the whole time. I'm retiring the account. I don't care what's left. I will use every stamina drink, every feather, everything that's available to me to make more gold. It doesn't matter anymore. And the most efficient way for me to spend all of my items, I will do that because that's like my only goal in game anyways. So it's all good. It's actually so much nicer and a much more free way to play because it's not like, okay, if I spend too many feathers, then I won't have them for Lost City. Therefore, there's consequences to me doing this, right? But now I'm like, well, there's no consequences because I'm done. So I can literally just spend any items however I want to for the most gold possible. And I don't even have to think through like potential events and save, make sure I have at least 30 feathers at all times and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a much more free way to play, which is actually really nice. It's really nice. Yes, plus gold on things. That's a good call, Kyrico. For sure, man. Like even like tier 10 stuff. Like once you get all of the 125 values, even if you're not surcharging, man, it makes such a huge difference. It's so nice. Nice. That's so good. Lapzaris, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, but you ruined it, dude. We were at 169. Can you retract your follow, please? I'd really appreciate that. Thanks. I don't want to ruin that streak. Yeah, Ace, they're going to. They've basically said. So Ace asked, "Do you think they're going to release a new opulent blueprint every Lost City?" So basically, what they've said is that if you haven't got all the blueprints, then your like normal Lost City of Gold will be like a different blueprint every time. But then if you have them all, then you can do the Lost City of Gold Plus stuff, which will obviously allow you to get the other exclusive blueprint. So, from my understanding, there's going to be a new blueprint every single Lost City of Gold from this point on, having opulent jewels. So that's why I'm wondering, like, why the heck are they so cheap right now? Like opulent jewels, won't they? Wouldn't they be more expensive because it's the first time? But like, if you think about, um, what are they called? The first. Oh, come on! Why can I not think of this? I feel so out of it today. It's been a long week. No, not what I wanted. There we go. Golden artifacts. Like these when they first came out, the highest price that we got in the first week was like 45K. It was so cheap. And then they got up to like 80K. We were like, holy crap, these are so expensive. And then down the road, because so many people are getting new blueprints and they want to master them and stuff, they get to 200K really easily, right? And so I'm thinking that the same thing might happen with opulent jewels, where we're like, why are they so cheap? But down the road, they're going to get like really expensive because there's so many more blueprints that need them, and there's not enough in the game to support all those blueprints, and there's more people that are able to craft that high of stuff. Like I'm thinking that opulent jewels will get crazy expensive in the future, and this is the cheapest that we'll ever see them because there's only one blueprint instead of several blueprints that need them. That's my assumption. Lap retracted his follow, so we're back to 169. That's my man. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, how many subs do we need? Because if we're at close to like 2269 or something. Let's check. I get it updated on my app. No, we're not even close. We need like 33 more tonight. Never mind. Not gonna happen. Worth a try though. Yeah, I know. We still lose so much money by crafting them all. It's so true, dude. Even if we're selling at 800K, it's ridiculous. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I think that when there's more blueprints, opulent jewels are going to be insanely expensive, which makes me want to. Because Mohammed, thank you for the sub, man. Now we only need 32 more for 2269. Because I have 900. I was thinking, man, should I just save 700 for future, and then when they're like stupid expensive, like sell them for a ton of gems type thing? But I don't know. I'm not playing for that much longer, so I don't think it's gonna get to that. But like, I think a pretty small percentage of players actually gets opulent jewels, or like at least doesn't get the last reward, right? Like, not everyone obviously got 200 of them. Do you guys think that it's worth saving all of them, or should I just sell them after as high as they go in price? Because then I guess during the next Lost City, they're going to get cheaper again. I don't know. And since I'm not playing the account that long, I don't think it matters that much. Oh yeah, K Project, we can look at your shop, man. What's your name in game and number? I just need your name and number like right here, and then I can look up your shop. Yeah, that's a good idea, K. Just in case, I should like stock up max on them. That'd be awesome, actually. It's a good idea. Oh yeah, let's go. Nice. Chopper Jr. Oh yeah, we've looked at your shop before. I figured we had. Guild. Search. Nice, man. 1.3 billion, 1.2 billion. 8th expand. You've obviously got some stuff in the basement. So you've got 2 tier 1. Oh no, you said you're at 3 tier 1 for bins, right? So you've probably got some in basement. Okay, cool. So if you've got 3 2 1, you've got 3 of each tier 1, 2 of each tier 2, and 1 of each tier 3. I think that's fine. You're crafting tier 8s, it looks like. But you don't need tier 3 bins out for tier 8s, right? Just tier 9 and up. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Just bins in basement. Okay, cool. No, it looks good, man. I'm assuming you have these back here for a reason. They're like your tier 1 fodder items, looks like. Oh, and some expensive ones too. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, nothing's blocked. It looks good. Looks fine. Oh, tier 8 starts using them? Man, I'm behind the times. No, it looks really good, man. I would move your counter out one more because people can actually line up on the side of your counter. Like if you look at mine, there's people on the side of the counter. So I think if you have this blocked off with racks here and here, it actually allows less people to line up. I'm pretty sure. But otherwise, man, everything looks good. That's sweet. Like there'll be people on this. See, like this person, because he's at the side of the counter, couldn't fit with yours. So you'll have less people that can fit at your counter like that. Yeah, man. All good. Anytime. I don't have any Jones, but we're gonna break out a peace tea. You guys, does this new mic sound way better or what? I hope it does. The last one was not doing so hot, but I'm hoping this new one sounds a lot better. Peace tea. We don't have Jones today, but we'll enjoy some iced tea lemonade. Sad you people in the States don't have iced tea. Like our style of sweetened. It's very different. Ace, I'll have to send you some Jones, man. That could work. Now we're talking. You have peace tea? Let's go. Yeah, that southern sweet tea stuff. Whenever I go to the States, I forget that when I ask for iced tea, it's not like the iced tea that I know. It's like the sweetened tea, basically. And I always like just take a big drink of it, and I'm like, oh, like always just this feeling of disappointment and dread in me that's like, you messed up, man. You did it again. How could you? Oh, there was a double craft mall. Let's go. Nice, nice. No one's too behind. We're good. Sweet. Yeah, I love this. I love iced tea, man. Like if I go anywhere, I never order like carbonated stuff or like pop or anything. I always order. Well, I shouldn't say always, but generally I order iced tea. But it's a delicious 200 carbs. It's so good. Well worth it. Man, I still hope we get a good multi-craft tonight. That double legendary of the tier 9 boots that I have like in the thumbnail, I got that like a long time ago, like close to when tier 9 first came out, and I've just been using it for a long time, but I haven't got a screenshot of me getting like a good multi-craft for a long time, but probably it's because I haven't been crafting much, so obviously the chances if you're not crafting are exactly zero. What, chiseled we're at 600k? That's insane, man. This is so crazy. That's what I miss with this is like when we had those weekend events all the time, market was so crazy. Like things would get so expensive, like enchantments would go up to like a million each and stuff. Like it was just nuts, and it was super fun to like play market and think through what's going to happen and prepare for it and all that stuff. And now with the events every weekend that's not those types of events, I feel like we can't do that as much anymore. I definitely miss it. All right, come on. There we go. What? Are you serious, Kyrikel? You bum. Double legendary Maplewood Gale. 30 dog. That's awesome, though. Good for you. I wonder if my 37 mil. Guys, incredible deal. Only 36,999,999 for this purple opulent mall. I know you want it. You should just pay for it now. What happened? From 60 gems to 20? I'll take 15 mil. Please? Are you serious? If someone pays me 15 mil. Dude, if I start getting double legendaries on Iron Man accounts with items that I can't even use, I'm not going to be happy. That's going to be so annoying. Thanks, Zane. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Said, hey Rob, I just started checking out your content, and your 140 guide was huge for making me more efficient in my gameplay. That's cool, man. Good to hear it. That's awesome. Yeah, that video probably took me longer than, I shouldn't say longer than any other, but a really long time to make between putting all the clips together and editing and actually making the account and leveling up to 40 and stuff. That was huge, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, I think that that Maul's just an incredible deal anyways. I mean, why would you not just want to buy it right now? I'm trying to sell you on something that's really bad and not worthwhile at all, but hey, if someone's willing to pay me that much money for it, I will take it. Yeah, who doesn't want to beat their enemies with my Maul that I created with my own hands? All right. Oh man, if I get a like double craft legendary of something terrible, I'm not gonna be happy. Using up all my luck on these. Let's go, Razane. I'll take it. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but thank you. Let's go. Whoa, Kyrico. Best deal. Woo! One legendary. Let's go. Yeah, man. Using all your good luck and all your procs of like really good crafts for stuff like this, it hurts. I'm actually gonna lock my green mall as well. Yo, that's so good. Man, I want some good crafts. I mean, if those 37 mil ones sell, that's really nice, but I want something like spectacular, you know what I mean? Double gloves would be ideal. We'll see. I got those two epics almost back to back. They were like one craft apart, I think, at the start of the stream. And since then I've got one green and that's it. Alright, that's it for pre-crafts. We'll go back to crafting normally now. Sweet. Kariko, just buy the wall, man. You know you want it. Oh, it's actually probably a terrible deal, but a man can dream. Alright, good stuff. We'll make 2 build tonight, right? Easy. Oh, that legendary shirt. So we should surcharge them. Yeah, let's surcharge them. Poor people. 760 gold. Big sale. Wow. I kind of feel bad for that person's wallet. Yeah, man, that person's gonna look back and thank me for surcharging them on that. They are going. I'm telling you right now, they will thank me. Come on. Razan, that's a good question. He says, with the multi-craft event at the level 40 range and only able to craft up to tier 6, do you feel it would be more efficient for me to craft those at 25% multi-chance or go crazy with the alloy band with 45%? Um, I wouldn't go alloy. The only reason is because you can do that at any time and it is legitimately so easy to make money that I don't think you really have to worry about like you like killing yourself to just make a couple extra alloy loops, because reality is even if you made an extra like 5 mil or something over the weekend, in a month from now that 5 mil is going to be nothing, you know, because you're going to be able to make so much more money down the road that I would go for like the higher tiers and just try to progress your account, master your tier 6 items if you can, and that'll save you a lot of money in like components and stuff like that and still make you gold. Whereas the alloy loots, as much as it would feel really good to have like every second craft be multi-craft, I think long term it's just not that beneficial because 5 mil won't mean anything to you in a month's time, you know? Do you really think that that 380 gold is their annual salary? Man, what do you think they do? Trim grass with scissors for a living? I mean, this dude probably makes bank. Look at this guy. Okay. You see him. What do you think he does for a living? I bet you he's like a lawyer or something. Look at him. He's way too fancy. He needs to pay up. Too bad, bud. Look at him with this stupid blue shirt on now. So silly. All right. We're getting close to malls. This one's going to be a multi-craft, and it is going to be too flawless. Go. Dang it. Yeah, it's true. People will thank you for paying more because that means that they have a name brand thing that is worth more and their personal esteem is higher because they now wear brand name clothing. Like I'm just helping them out in their lives to gain social status. They should be thanking me. That is how this works. That is my hourly rate. My minimum wage is 1 gold per hour. This man needs to work 1.5 million hours to pay for this item. What's up, Kaleo? No, I'm good. I'm doing well. It's been a pretty long week, but it's all good. Not much. Not much. I actually worked on Megadesk for probably 15 hours this week, and it's done. It's painted. We're bringing it into the house tomorrow. I've got some guys coming over for breakfast tomorrow, and then we're gonna move it in. I've recorded the whole thing, including me talking through it, and then montaging the building of the entire thing, and I've made it into, well, it's down to 15 minutes right now, but I'm probably gonna shorten it even more. So Megadesk video is like legit now, like it's a thing, and I've been working on the video side of it a lot. So I still need to do like the video portion of like setting up the desk and bringing it inside and stuff, but everything else is done. So that's been like a super exciting project this week that I've got to work on. So I'm like legitimately I'm amped for that. It's gonna be sweet. And then not much else. It's a pretty chill week. Obviously, like I said, some guys are coming over tomorrow for breakfast and then to help me, and then got date night tomorrow with my wife because my mom's coming down to take care of the kiddos for the evening, which will be super nice. We haven't had a date for like a month. So yeah, man. Other than that, not too much. You haven't heard me talk about Megadesk. Okay, that's so good. Um, so essentially, like I put it in a video before, but like this office that I'm in right now, I built the wall on the one side of it. Like it was just an open part of the house, but we enclosed it so that we now have like an actual working office that we can work out of, which we needed anyways. So we did that, and then now I have like this $99 Canadian Tire kind of janky desk that I sit on, and my wife's is right beside me, so it's kind of like in an L shape type thing, like that. But hers is like a little bit higher than mine and like wider than mine, and they're different colors, and it just looks terrible. All the wires are like going behind the desks, but if the baby comes in, like there's cords everywhere and stuff, so it's not a great setup. So I decided that I was going to take it upon myself to build like a full desk for the room that was like exactly what we wanted in terms of like bigger and big enough to take like for 3 spots. So now on the other side of the L, there's gonna be like a triangle, and then if somebody else wanted to like work as well or like be in here, then there's like a third spot for them to work, and then I can actually put holes in the desk for the cords to run through and stuff. So yeah, I just finished it this week. It was a huge project. And I also made like a video of it, of making all of it. So it's pretty sweet actually. I'm really pumped to share with everyone. So that hopefully will be done, like the video side will probably be done like early next week. Yeah. So good. I'm so pumped actually. It's gonna be awesome. And the video actually I'm so proud of it so far. It looks awesome. I put 15 hours into 15 minutes right now as it is, so it'll be good. Kaleo, you just gotta learn, man. It's okay. I mean, when I first started doing woodworking stuff, I had no clue what I was doing. I joined my friend's dad's woodworking business and he taught me everything like, and I was completely green, knew absolutely nothing, felt like an idiot, but just learned as I went, learned different tools, and that was years ago, and now I know how to do some different stuff. I'm not great, and I have very limited tools of my own, but it's just like a fun hobby thing to do. Um, if like an experienced woodworker watched me work, he'd probably just sit there and shake his head. But I think it's cool. It's fun. Get out of the house. Well, it's kind of still in the house, but you know, like work with my hands and use my brain and figure things out, and just kind of have my own time throwing music and chill. It's really nice. What's up, Function? Good to see you, man. I mean, it isn't a lot of editing. Basically, I talk for like 30 seconds and just explain like what we're gonna do next or what tool I'm using and stuff. And then like the next hour is basically just me working. So I just have that chunk, and then I just like change the speed of it from 100%, which is normal speed, to 5,000%, which is 50 times speed. And then instead of it being an hour long, it's like, you know, a minute, and then I just do that all the way along, and then take out the chunks of me talking that don't make sense or aren't relevant or are repetitive or whatever, and then that's it. So it's actually like not that bad of a thing to edit, but yeah, and I mean it's for my own house too, right? So if it's not perfect and it doesn't look amazing, who cares? I built it and I'm proud of it, so who cares, right? Like, yeah. And I think it's the same with everything, man. Like nobody ever knows everything. Um, but you just got to like learn and apply yourself and take a risk and get uncomfortable, and you'll figure it out as you go, you know? It's just part of being a human. You're never going to have everything figured out, but you learn as you go. Risks are scary. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. All right, Multicraft, let's go. Dang it, come on, man. So annoying. All good. I kind of want to spend this because I have extra fabric, but then I don't have a lot of extra ether. So essentially, if I'm spending more leather, then I'm going to run out of ether faster, which means that then I'm going to have to spend gems to fill it. So there's actually no point in me spending this leather. As much as I have tons of extra fabric, I don't have a lot of extra ether, so I only have extra of one of these, and I don't want to spend extra gems if I don't have to, so I'm not going to do that. But Normally, I think I would if I had extra. I don't know. In this situation, I don't like it, but generally, I think it's okay to spend it. Okay, this one, Multicraft Blue. I'm feeling it too. It's gonna happen. I believe. Let's test it now. He's called it. Let's go. 800 energy. Come on. Let's go. Multicraft. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Blue. Dang it. Come on. All right. Yeah, Kaleo, I know what you're saying. 100%. It's the same thing, man. Like, people will avoid many things in life because it's challenging, because they don't want to look stupid, because it might reveal that they don't know what they're doing, right? And I think that's normal for everyone. It's like a natural part of us as humans is that we don't want to look dumb, we don't want to look incompetent, we don't want other people to think that we're not good enough or that we're a failure or whatever, right? So naturally we want to avoid situations that would put us in a position of looking incompetent. That's normal, right? But it's part of life to apply ourselves to the point that we are okay with not looking perfect in front of other people. And so yeah, it's the same thing with the gym. Like, I never went to the gym. Are you kidding me? I did it again. How? I had exactly max. Are you kidding me? Yes, Ace. Yeah, so like when I first started going to the gym, I had no idea what I was doing and I felt like dumb and out of shape, and like anyone who looked at me would just be like, "Yeah, that guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's an idiot, whatever." Right? But I just started going. You take a risk, who cares what other people think of you? You do something that's uncomfortable and it turns out to be something that's really cool. Okay, if this one multi-crafts, we're done with wood. Let's go. I don't even care. Let's do this. No, we didn't get it. That's okay. And now I've gone to the gym on and off for probably close to 9, 10 years. And it is something that I'm comfortable with and that I enjoy and is like a cool part of my life. But at the start, of course, it's something that makes you uncomfortable, right? And everyone's thinking negatively about themselves or whatever. Like, everyone has those perspectives of themselves. It's just getting to the point that other people's opinion of you doesn't matter as much as you just doing something for you, that it's okay whether you look like an idiot or not. And I think even like for me, posting videos and stuff was actually a similar thing. Like, of course I felt like, oh man, this sucks. Audio's terrible, video quality's terrible. Nobody's gonna watch this. Nobody's ever gonna subscribe. Like, this is just gonna turn into nothing. But it's a challenge. It's interesting, and I can try to pull it off. Even if it doesn't turn into anything, it's a risk in a way of putting myself out there. But it's a learning experience, and I think it's worthwhile trying. And then now we're 6 months later and I'm much more comfortable with it, and things are higher quality and I can put more effort in, and I've learned editing software and learned to be more comfortable, on camera and whatever, right? But that was also something for me that I had to, just be okay with not being perfect at for the first period of time. And I think that's anything in life that you try. You can't expect that from yourself. That's true. I don't, yeah, generally I don't look at strangers and I'm like, man, that person's an idiot. Look at them. They're so foolish. Like, it's just not part of what I think. Sorry, my bad. Too busy talking. I so at first I used like the stock editing software in on my MacBook Air, so I think it's iMovie or whatever it's called. But then recently I've learned Premiere Pro, which is like an Adobe software, like a professional editing software. Yeah, unless they're cute, then it's much easier to remember. I know what you're saying. So good. I actually had an interesting thought about this over the summer. So this might get a little bit more philosophical for you guys, but whatever. We're playing Shop Titans. It's as philosophical as it gets, right? Not. Um, but like, so I was out at my wife's parents' place at the lake over the summer, and I've been fishing there quite a bit, and I fished growing up and stuff, and it was something that I was generally comfortable with, but mostly just because my dad took me, he did everything for me, he baited the hooks, he took the fish off, whatever, right? So generally it was like him doing everything for me. But over the summer, I, went fishing on my own and learned different things and applied myself, and it was actually really cool. And I actually like filleted my first fish ever by myself and cooked it and ate it, and it was awesome. It was really cool, and it was actually like a really liberating thing for me to say, like, actually, I could like provide food for my family from a lake. Like, it's weird, but and it's not something that most people need to do nowadays, right? Like, I understand that, but for me, it was like a really cool experience. I actually don't need a second. I'll continue with the story in a sec. And so, that was just a cool moment for me. That was kind of freeing. But then I took three like high school age guys out fishing this summer, and they all came out and we had a great time. It was fun. But it was interesting because these three different guys have different backgrounds, different family life, different things that have happened, to them in their lives. And some of them have more confidence than others and stuff, right? But I noticed that a lot of the ones who have generally confidence in life overall were much more apt to actually like engage and learn something even if they could fail. Like one guy just saying like, hey, teach me how to take the fish off the hook, or teach me, how this works or how you bait this or whatever. And then there was other guys who are less confident in life overall, who were much more hesitant to really like engage and learn something and get uncomfortable and doing something that might make them look foolish. And it was just interesting to me to realize like a lot of people live with these these things that they believe about themselves or whatever, that they're saying, I can't do this, or I don't want to look stupid, or I don't know how to do it, therefore I'm not going to try, or whatever. But it's like these guys have learned this even by a high school age, and some of them are okay with engaging and trying something new and different and challenging, and some of them are just avoiding that thing in life. And it was just interesting for me to see like their personalities, who they are, what their family life is, and how that reflected even in something as simple as like a little fishing trip with some friends. And I think we can all take that into account like in our own lives and say like, what areas of life have I like completely avoided just because I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing, or that other people may see me in a light that I'm not comfortable with because I don't want to look like I don't know what's going on, right? And it's just things that we've learned to do in our own lives, um whether it be to protect ourselves or whatever. I find that stuff interesting anyway. Yes, food now comes from McDonald's. That is correct. Absolutely. But I'm good at that. That's why people come, Leo. That's why I do this. So that we can talk about deep philosophical issues on stream while we play Shop Titans. That's really not the reason, but we can say it is. You know what I found really interesting actually is like, let's say those three guys. The one who is least confident and most hesitant and is in life in general is the one who never has had a strong like father figure engaged with them in life to teach them how to do things and tell them that it's okay to fail and that they are okay and that they have what it takes and that they're allowed to, right? And I think that that's like pretty common is like if you don't have the proper like parental figures in your life to speak truth into your life and say like you have what it takes. I believe in you. It's okay to fail. Like you're it's okay, right? Like unless you have somebody to be there and tell you you have what it takes. It's okay. I'm here for you. I believe in you. Whatever. Then it's hard for you to determine in your own heart, okay, yes, I do have what it takes. Yes, I can do this. Yes, it's okay for me not to be perfect because this person has told me so, right? And it's the same thing for me, man. Like my parents split when I was 6. I didn't have a whole lot of time with my dad. I'd see him every couple of weeks. Um, and I never had a great relationship with him. And like I had my mom's been married 3 times and things didn't go great with other stepdads. So it was like I never had like that positive interaction with a male figure in my life to really show me the ropes and make sure that I knew that it was okay. And so I had the same things of like doubts and fears and things that I would avoid in life because I never had somebody to tell me the things that I needed to hear as a young man, right? And I think it's probably very similar with a lot of people who haven't had that type of voice into their life before, that naturally we will go to the side of avoiding rather than engaging and failing. Things are getting deep tonight. Holy moly, we need to switch the topic. Oh, they give me wood now. Get out of here. Are you serious? All right, let's go. Now we got malls going. All right, so we got our second milestone done. Good stuff. We probably won't get this next one done tonight, but maybe we'll see. There's a good change of subject. Thanks, Kay. Appreciate that. Hey, Rob, if you could eat only one food the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, so good. So good. Kyrico, it's not subtle if you say this is subtle. That is the definition of being unsubtle. I hope you realize that, but I appreciate the effort nonetheless. Attaboy. This is a subtle change of subject. So good. Um, if I could only eat one food, oh, man, that is a good question because I feel like, oh, do I get to switch at some point? Because that's the thing, I wouldn't want to choose my favorite food and then eat that so much that it becomes disgusting to me and that I never get to enjoy that food again, right? So if it's like But if it's for the rest of my life, then it doesn't matter because I'm just enjoying a really good food. And it doesn't matter if I never get to not eat it again because this is it. It's the only choice I get. So if I had to choose one food, I would say butter chicken, but not like the grocery store or fast food butter chicken because that stuff is nasty. I mean, like from a real, genuine Indian restaurant where they make everything themselves. They make the naan in that like circle oven thing, and they like make it with traditional recipe and all the spices and everything. That to me is like mind blowing. I have a place about half an hour from where I live that does it like that. They know how it's done, and it is absolutely like my favorite thing. Get a little spice in there, and I am a happy man. I mean, that after a while would probably get old, and I wouldn't really enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. It's like once a month I'll have it, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. But like every day, it probably wouldn't be great. Um, Man, I would say something like cereal because then I could choose different types of cereal, but that might be a bit of a cop out, right? I mean, butter chicken, you're gonna live forever, baby. Let me tell you, you're not gonna have a short lifespan on that stuff. That's a scientific fact. Mac and cheese, that would be good. That's actually a good call. Although you'd probably be so backed up. Oh, man, what else would I want? I really don't know, man. It's a good. If I could pick like a whole meal, I would go probably something like bacon and eggs or something classic, you know? So it's just like an all-around solid meal that you can just eat at every meal. But if we're thinking one food, that's obviously more than one food. Oh, no, I think I would pick like just a really good quality bread. You know how you have some bread and it's like freshly made or it's like thick quality bread that you know wasn't like store-bought sliced bread and you can just put butter on it and just eat it and it's incredible. I'd probably go with that. For real. That would be so good. Or poutine. No, I'd get sick of poutine. That'd be bad. Yeah, like brie or like sourdough. I'm just gonna say bread, and then I could choose any of the types of bread. We could go with some nice sourdough bread, some rye, multigrain. Man, I'm just gonna go eat some bread after this. It's gonna be amazing. All right, where we at? Holy, only 20 minutes till these finish. How has it been over an hour since we started these quests? Holy moly. Nice, 89 gems. Let's go. As soon as I get to 450, that's another 200 mil invested. Because like I still need 9 mil in town hall, so I can do like obviously 225 with the discount, so that'll be nice. Once they get 9 mil saved, then I'll ask them to switch it over and dump, or 9 billion, sorry, I shouldn't say million. Oh, that's so sad. Double legendary of Wolf Spirit. Come on. Yeah, that could have gone a little better, but not bad. Could be worse, I guess. Man, I really miss these 2 day long, really good events. Like money making events. They're so nice. What? I don't have 50. Oh no. Okay, we're probably going to end up spending gems on this then. Shoot. That's really annoying. Unless I can get a good bounty right now. No, there's nothing here. Shoot. Yeah, no. That's so annoying. All right. Yeah, we'll end up spending gems when we get close to max here, because I'm hoping that if another person comes in to sell me resources, that I'll just get ether and then we don't have to spend the gems. But if it gets to the point that I'm getting close to like max resources for everything else and I have no ether to support it, then I'll spend the gems. So we'll just hold off for now. But if I get close to max, then we'll spend it. I mean, I could also make maple wood, but I really want to focus Maul and get this thing done and then save the components. Oh, function, that's easy, man. I would eat the same thing 3 times a day. Like the same thing 3 times a day that I really like. Easy. The real question is, would I eat the best food with bad coffee or bad coffee with like average food? Oh, see, now things get real. That gets interesting because I don't know the right answer to that one. No, don't say that to me, Kay. Please don't say that. All 3 of these multicraft, baby. Come on. Because what's the chances? I have 5% in my ascensions, 25% for the event, plus 10%. Yo, so we have 40% multicraft on these things. Come on, it's going to come through. Nice, Kyrico. That's so good, man. Tier 4 runes mastered. That's sweet. No, it's going to happen. All 3 of these multicraft. I'm so confident. Oh, we did hit our 2 billion gold. I didn't even notice. I wonder if there's still gold components available. Still 800k. Man, I could swear that these are not going to sit there. I don't know. That's crazy. These are still only 90k. Man, I'm hoping that those go up, because if not, that's going to be sad. Alright, I'm just going to run to the washroom real quick. Bathroom. And I'll be back in a couple minutes. Good to go. Got some snacks too. Last weekend, some guys came over to my place for some board games, and they left cookies. Let's go. So true. Oreos are the bomb, man. Not a sponsor. So good. So in my experience, streamer luck is legitimately a thing. But I think it's not a thing when you talk about it. You know what I mean? Like I always have crazy luck when I'm streaming. But if I actually address it and say that it's a thing, then it probably won't work. So do we actually say that these are going to multi-craft and I'm going to get a crazy craft night, or do we just play and wait for it to happen? That's the question. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't address it at all. It's just so common now. I just expect something amazing to happen. Man, that stream was so fun when we played Among Us. Like, I never played the game before. I didn't know what was happening for the most part, but it was very fun. Especially when I got to be the killer and I just, like, killed people so obviously in front of everyone just because it was funny. So good. Yeah, that's too bad, man. I don't know if I'll do one again, but if we do, then hopefully. Man, it's weird. Now that I've spent so much time editing like different videos and things that I'm coming out with soon, like that's why I haven't come out with regular videos the last couple of weeks. Like I've only had a couple of videos in the last couple of weeks, but it's because I've been working on like personal projects so much. So I'm like getting legitimately excited to share this stuff with everyone. I think it's going to be so cool. I hope people enjoy it. By the way, I did not win at board games, so this is definitely really filling my heart right now. I needed this. All right, one more small talk. All right, here we go, malls. You ready for this? Oh, you know what? We should do one more. All right, there's one. Let's go. Two and three. Shoot. Okay. Well, 2 out of 4. That's pretty good. We're at 40%. Should be 40%. So pretty good. All right. Okay. What's our guesses for first and second? This one was the 4th Maul that I crafted. Hey, Orange Scotty. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Still call them blue. All right, both these are multi-crafts. Blue, then regular. Okay, we're going to start here. Blue. That was a regular. This one's blue. Dang it. Ma'am. I think I used up all my good luck at the start of the stream with those 2 epics. So sad. Man, these are still lowest offers, though. Hopefully those will sell. And this game feels so slow sometimes. You need to play something with some more action. When do you think it's better to prioritize upgrading materials over racks? I think pretty much only when you have a certain goal in mind. Like if you want to get to the point that you can craft 10 items as soon as you log in because you have 10 crafting slots and you want to have that done in only 16 bins total, then you aim to upgrade all your bins to the point that you can do that, and then you get rid of all your other bins so that you can put up more racks. Like I think the priority of upgrading bins should be to get to a certain goal so that you can reduce the amount of bins that you have total. That's the point, right? I think that's what makes it worthwhile anyways. Because like King's Caprice, like I get it. It's a crafting event. It's a week long. So prioritizing bins for that is nice to have extra, but I don't know. It's not like it's gonna be completely life altering. I think energy is still way more important. Okay, so now I have not enough ether, and I have enough stocked up to make 2, almost 3 of these mountain mammoths. But I think I have 800 max leather, something like that. Can I see it? I don't actually know if I can see max if I find a leather. I can't even see what my max leather is. Are you kidding? That's so annoying. Like you can see the numbers here, but you can't see what their max is. Well, I have 4 leather bins out, so my max should be just over 800 anyway. I don't have a bin on the floor. Yeah, I don't have any out in my shop at all. Unless I place it in shop, then I can't see it. Oh my gosh, all these failed small talks are driving me crazy. I don't know how you guys deal with this all the time. You guys are the real heroes. With the bin panel up. I don't think so. Like the info button, it just says like max of the one storage bin, but it doesn't tell me like what my max is or how many I have out or anything. Like I know how many I have out in my head, but it doesn't actually show you. But I know my my max is over 800, so we've got a long ways to go. And hopefully someone comes in and sells me jewels by then. Hopefully. We also really need to get some of these done. But there's nothing good right now. Man, I shouldn't have spent all these on grab bags. I just spent the last of them yesterday, I think. They are all the same level, yeah. That works. Yep. There we go. There's a bit of a streak. That's nice. Oh, I had like 8 small talks successful in a row, so I'm like, oh, my luck is here. It is time to rush this mall and get it, but no luck, man. I tried to force my luck on that one. Well, we're going to have them all over half completed, so that'll be nice. Well, I guess half milestones, but not technically half of the number that you need to craft total. Oh, I thought that was the girl coming in, but different one. Are are things gonna get cheaper or more expensive in terms of enchants right now? Definitely way cheap. Wow, they're so cheap right now. That's crazy. All right, let's finish these quests. Do you guys want to see how much money we make from these 8 quests as well? We can definitely do that if you want. I already claimed that one, so it'd only be 7 quests actually. We can add it up. The last one was 121 mil-ish. That should be more than enough. All right. Let's do this. Calculators out. Let's go. Not going to count that. All right. 20 of these, those are probably 900k each, so that's 18 mil, 19 mil, 21 mil, 28 mil, 28. The last Polonia quest was 30 mil-ish. Yeah, good start. Negative 4.2. All right. This is 5. This is another 2. So that's 7 plus 9. So 16. We can minus 2 mil from this one. So it's essentially just 12 of these at 900k each. So let's just say 10 mil. Um, 8 times maybe 700k, so 5 mil, 6 mil, 9 mil. Brutal. Ah, it's still 8. These are like 700 usually. So that's another 9. Last one. 2 mil down. And that's about 6 total. Minus the 2. So that was only 84 million. So not great compared to the 120, but also that was only 7 quests instead of 8. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Average 100 mil each time. Let's cancel these and see how many of each component we have. I think we're going to end up doing blue. Yeah. All right. And we go Polonia, and then we're going to start using compasses non-stop with Polonia. All the time we're just going to compass her until we run out, pretty much. Because we're out of feathers now. That was our last feather, so. And then whenever I send Sia on a quest as well, I just throw in a loot bugle, so we'll end up using all of those as well. And then everyone else is just normal. I haven't actually been enchanting stuff. I did enchant a ton of stuff the other day, but I just found it so annoying because all of the stuff that's enchanted, I then have to surcharge it, right? There's no choice, otherwise I'm losing so much extra money. And because so often I discount tier 10s, it basically removes all flexibility that I had to be discounting or whatever, because on certain ones I have to do something, right? Like my decision is made for me. So it actually just made it really annoying where I couldn't sell as quickly as normal because I couldn't sell certain items because I didn't have the energy for it. It basically just made it really annoying. So I've kind of decided at this point that unless I have tier 9s like this and I want to double enchant them, which is totally doable when I have max energy, then I'll do that. But otherwise, I'm not going to be enchanting items. Like, even for those, you think about it, if I was getting 30k profit from the tier 9s, which that was, so that's crazy. Your net worth is obviously going up way faster than usual, which is great. But, oh, that's good. Like, even if I'm making, let's say, 50k extra per one, but it takes me half an hour to enchant all 1,000 of my items or something. Like, the dollars per hour that I'm spending isn't great where I can sell one item and make 800k from the item, or I can spend that much time and make an extra 50k per item. Like, it's not really worthwhile in terms of like how much. But I mean, the extra net worth is really nice and stuff too. So it's kind of up to personal preference and how much time you want to put in. But I think for me, I'm okay with skipping it right now. Yeah, that was my last feather, eh? What am I doing? Last feather is gone. That's a bit sad, actually. Yeah, that's true. And the XP too. Like if you're looking for XP, then obviously that helps quite a bit. Okay, you need to know, man. You have a beautiful voice. Wow. Oh, Kay's already saying it. We don't need to play it. Oh, Kyrika, let's go, man. That's so exciting. Oh, nice. The glove sold too. So good. 70 mil till 2 more expansions. Dude, that is huge. That's so exciting. Robert, yes. They actually recently changed how the XP works for um enchants. So it used to be that you would just get a straight amount of XP per enchantment that you use. Like a tier 9 enchant would have a certain amount of XP attached to it. But people were abusing it because you could add like a tier 9 enchant to a tier 7 item. You wouldn't be getting the gold value out of it because you can only add the gold value to the amount that the item is, but you could still get the full XP value. So they recently changed it so there's a cap of the XP value from an enchant based on the item that you're putting it on. But yes, you do get bonus XP for selling enchanted items rather than normal. Yeah. What's up, Jackson? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Among Us was fun, man. It was a good time. My little brother came over. We ended up having some Bean Boozled, and they were horrible, but it was fun. We had a good time with everyone. It was like by far the lowest viewership of a stream that I've ever had, which is crazy. Um, but all good, not a huge deal. We had fun. We had a full like 10-person roster for playing the game, and yeah, man, we had a good time. It was really fun. Really fun. All right. Man, I really want someone to come in and sell me ether, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, including this one, yeah. Yeah, it's so interesting with streams. I feel like it can be so up and down where like sometimes we have 60 people watching total between Twitch and YouTube and stuff. Excuse me. But that's normally during like big events or new content or something more major is happening. And then other nights it's like we get to 3 hours in like we are now and then we're down below 20. It's definitely interesting. Oh, what's the ascensions for runestones? This one is resources spent, so there's no tier 3, which is crazy. Less components, which saves you like 30, 40k each, and then multicraft chance. There's just the 3 though, like there's no line for it, right? Just the 3. I think during just like a normal weekend event, there's not as much pull for people to watch something like this, you know? But like when there's a big event on and everyone's playing and then people just want to like hang out and watch and, play the event together, then obviously there's a lot more enjoyment to play together. All right, what are we doing? So my wood's not even close to full, but this one almost is. So I'm gonna wait until the 16th one, use one more of those, wait for one more round probably, and then I'll spend the gems and we can craft like 7 items at the same time or something. Yeah, function. I know what you're saying, man. I feel like so much of the game opens up when you're not free to play. I mean, I've only had it for a couple months now since obviously getting pay to play when I hit level 80, but it is really cool. It does add like a really nice um herb item that doesn't require tier 3 that's still really profitable. I think it's really good. All right, cool. So, Now I have resources piling up for both of these, but I don't have ether for either of them. Like I'm at 0, but I could use probably like 50 or 60 right now. So I'll wait until these get closer to max and then I'll spend gems on them. Unless somebody comes in to sell me some ether, which I would be thrilled at. Nice, Jacob. How much is it for your next expand for gold? Is it 50 mil? Because I know the level 41 is 10 mil. Is the level 51 50 mil? You lied to me. That's so hurtful. Nothing. So brutal. Yeah, 50 is okay, yeah. 6 mil to go, Jacob. Yo, Jacob, put something up in market that I can buy. I'm feeling like spending 50 mil right now. If there's something that you have that is worth that much. I guess it's harder now because you can't just enchant something randomly and just tell me what it is, but if you can figure it out, man, I'll buy it. I'm down. I need to rush some of these so that I can make some more fodder. I'm pretty much out. The issue is with this much energy, I literally can't sell through items fast enough, even actively playing, if I'm feathering. Like, I'm gaining more items than I'm able to sell if I'm feathering, so it's kind of nice that I'm out right now because then I can catch up. All right, multicraft on this right here. Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there's our flawless right there. I'm telling you. It has happened. I'm so excited. I'm not even gonna click it. I'm so excited. Wait, if this is a 40% multicraft, and with 25% extra, 25% times 1.3 mil is what? Is it gonna be like 1.6, 1.7? Rounded? I don't know what it is. But like if that multicrafts 40% of the time, I feel like we're not losing that much by crafting them. I might be wrong. At 40%? I don't know. Yo, I got a chest item the other day and ended up selling it to the king. It was a double enchanted legendary, but the legendary wasn't worth much. And I ended up selling it for like 59 mil or something like that. It felt so good. Whew. Oh my gosh. Holy, I just hit over 5k research scrolls. That's so crazy. I wish there was a way to switch those into like ascension shards or something. Yeah, that's true. One item would have paid for Jacob's expansion. That's so true. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Man, can't get lucky. That's okay. 1.8 mil. Okay, so like 40% of the time we're getting an extra 1.8 mil. Yeah, we can't be losing that much by crafting them. I think it's okay. At least to master it. Because I'm not surcharging them, but... – All right, so my leather's almost max. My wood's still a little bit away. All right, Kay, thanks, man. Thanks so much for hanging out and chatting tonight. It was awesome. I appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Talk to you later. Holy dude, you're crazy. That's nuts. All right, man. No worries at all. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Would someone making spirits and elements only have fodder for rack items? Like these? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, if you were only selling to market with all your stuff, then I guess that could make sense, but maybe I just don't understand the question. All right, this is going to be our last round, I think, of Mauls. And then I think we're going to call it a night. For streaming, I mean, I'm going to go work on some other stuff, but... All right, what do we do with this last little bit? Do I wait for the 16? Orange, we can hang out a little bit longer, man. It's all good. It's all good. Dude, we got into some deep conversation earlier. It was good. I enjoyed it anyway. 1.3 mil is before the gold achieve. So I'm like, I still need 11 more until I hit 1.25 times. So all of the Mauls, I'm just saving them there at 1.3 mil. 1.3, and then I have one green one, I think. Two green ones now, 1.65. Wait, they will be 1.65 then, right? Because the green is 25% more. Oh, I see what you're saying, function. Said someone who only crafts spirits and nothing else, they wouldn't have items on racks unless they bought it from market. So maybe fodder just to discount a rush. Well, yes and no. Like, I know what you're saying, and I agree. But also, you're going to get a lot of items from questing. So you're going to have items either that you buy from market or from questing as well. Which, depending on how much you quest and what you quest, I mean, some of it might be fodder and some of it might be stuff that you want to surcharge, but yeah, you could have the vast majority of the items out just as fodder items for sure. Did you buy more opulent jewels before the event? Yeah, I bought 980 because I'm thinking that they're going to go up in price by the end of the Multicraft because everyone wants to master them all. That's my assumption anyway. So we'll see if that's true or not. But all right, here's our 16. Yeah, so I'm hoping that the price goes up by the end of the weekend and then I can sell them for a lot more. I bought them for 800k each and I spent like, what is that? 1,000 times 800k? What? I didn't spend 800 mil. Yeah, I spent 800 mil. Because I had sold all of them before. So I have 800 million in opulent jewels right now. That's insane. Nice, Kyrico. That's awesome, man. Yes, Jacob. Love it, man. I'd love to see the new expand. That'll be so exciting. Holy, I did not realize it had that much. That is so nuts. I knew that my gold was going down a lot because I had well over 2 billion before the stream, and then afterwards I had like 1.7 or something. I was like, what? I went through quality heroes. I think if you can afford to have quality heroes and you're going to spend the gold and gems and whatever to reroll skills, I think that dancers are probably like my favorite hero in the game. Honestly, I think that they are. But like I say, if you don't have the means to actually make them that good, I don't think they're phenomenal. Yeah, Kaleo, anytime. What's up? All right, I'm gonna give this 2 more minutes and hope that somebody sells me ether, and if not, then we're gonna spend the gems. We'll see what happens. 2 more minutes. I always do this like mental math thing of figuring out exactly how much more gold I need to make to reach like every endgame goal. So if I think about that, I have 800 mil in opulent jewels almost. So let's say like 700 mil. And I have enough gems to invest 200 mil. Plus I have 2 Gs on me. So that's essentially 3 Gs total. And if I have 23.22, I'm like 200 mil away from having less than 20 Gs to go. If that makes sense. What was the question, Kaleo? Would you recommend using dancers as free to play? What is up, music listener? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, as always. I do not recommend dancers as free to play because you can't afford the gear to make them good. You're not going to be rerolling skills that much. It's going to be a lot tougher to actually make a quality hero that's going to be able to dodge enough to crit enough to make it worthwhile. I think free players, or I think paid players who are willing to put a lot into heroes, dancers are one of the best, for sure. Have I decided what to do with the account once I retire it? Yes. Yes, I will be running a contest probably mid December to decide which guild gets to have this account in it. So whoever wins the contest gets to recruit this account into their guild, and this account will stay in their guild somewhat indefinitely unless I start playing this account again. So that's the plan anyway. Um, to have like a fun giveaway type thing, and then someone else can enjoy having 107 billion invested once I finish in their guild. So yeah, it should be fun actually. I'm really looking forward to that. I've already thought of some ideas of how to do the giveaway too, so that'll be good. That will be good. Okay, I don't think anyone's coming in to sell me ether anytime soon. Oh, I just want to hold off so long just in case, but I don't think it's actually that big of a deal. 29 gems. Who cares, right? Man, Kairiko's just loving this, eh? He's like, no, just keep checking bounties. You can get 10 more. Just do it. We got nothing, man. Orange says he'll make his own guild and keep me there. That would actually be so funny. Like, nobody benefits at all from it. That would be so funny. All right, let's do it. This will be my last round of crafts for tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't even have that. Oh my goodness. Come on. I need one more. Sorry, Kairiko. I know that hurts me too, man. Music, what are you crafting for this event, man? You're going with Maul as well, I'm assuming? I spent, well, I had 24,000 gems, 23,000 gems, and then I ended up spending 10k once tier 10 dropped on like just opening chests and getting new blueprints and all that stuff. We just spent 10k when the new tier dropped. And then I had I got back up around 15k or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And then my little brother spent 11,000 to open every chest and get every single blueprint. So we did that. And then I had like 4,000 gems left or something. And then I spent all of that on training hall so that I could finish my 9 billion goal. So I finally have my 18.8 billion invested. So that's done. So that got checked off the list. So that was 9.4 billion out of the way. So that felt real good. So yeah, now we're down to no gems. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll feel good to have that out of the way for sure. Feels so good when you have like every item mastered, then you can just craft to make money instead. So much nicer. I'm actually gonna have to focus on bounties for the next bit though, just to get my. Man, that's so annoying. Just to get a few of these coins up. Stray Confusion. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Well, I think this is gonna be my last round, so we'll finish these 3 mauls. Obviously, we'll get 3 multicrafts, 1 legendary, 1 epic, and 1 flawless, and then we'll call it a night. It'll be great. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you guys. I believe. And this is actually so annoying. With multicraft and crafting all the time, 4,800 energy and questing, I can't sell through items faster than I get them. That's so crazy. Like I started the day with less than 500. I've been selling straight for over 3 hours now, and I have more items than what I had to begin with. It's insane. Could you imagine, Kyriel? Like, if it actually happened, I don't even know what I would do. It'd be so crazy. Come on. No. Oh, I miscalculated that. Oops, I'm 100 energy short. I don't know what to do. Yeah, all good, Stray. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for the sub, too. For the follow. Appreciate it. It has been a good day, actually. Pretty chill, but it's been good. Oh, we're 30 away. All right, I can do this. Easy peasy. Good stuff. Yeah, pets are so useful in that way, like just to get you an extra 100 energy or something when you need it. Love it. He says wait for pets, and then I just go for it anyway. Oh, I cannot wait to have this account done. You guys have no idea. It's gonna be so nice. I feel like I'm gonna have so much more like mental space and creativity and just freedom to like make series, and I don't know. I've got some things cooking, so I'm looking forward to having it done. It'll be nice. Less than 20 billion to go. And such bad luck tonight, I feel like, with small talks and stuff. So annoying. Or maybe it's just because I'm actually relying on RNG for it to go okay, so I don't know. Then it feels worse because I'm actually relying on it. I don't know why it's being laggy, boys. I'm sorry. Not sure, not sure. Wow, it's so choppy, hey? Hopefully it'll smoothen out. The heck? It's all over the place. Is it back? Man. It looks smooth again, I think. $12 minutes. Let's go. I guess I've been talking about having one super good craft day, so if it doesn't happen now, it's not going to happen. Man, that was weird. I haven't had too many connection issues or internet issues or anything since I got the internet hardwired in here. This is the new mic. It's pretty snazzy. Yeah, really liking it actually. It's been good. I've been doing like some other like voiceover and recording and stuff for like some intros and other like more edited things that I've been working on. And it's actually sounds so different like when I actually set it up properly and like mess with the audio of it and stuff. Yeah, it's actually been really good. Quite happy with it. Someone look at one of my cute pets. I have glasses and hats on them. Come on. You have to look. Please? Somebody? I got a blue Yeti. The other one was like a 5-year-old blue snowball, so this one's a lot better. So we made a Discord channel just for Among Us, and I haven't done anything with it yet. But I've really been debating, like, should I actually pursue turning that channel into something functional so that, it's easier to reach people and we can chat about different things, or like even connect with people. And if I'm just like on playing a different game or something and people want to play with that, we could do that. But then again, I don't have a whole lot of time to actually like admin it and, like put effort in to make it worthwhile. So I haven't done anything with it yet. There's probably like 30 people who joined the server or something while the stream was going the other day, but since then I haven't touched it at all. So I'm not sure if it's going to turn into anything yet or not, but I've definitely been debating it. Well, we just made the Discord. There's literally nothing on it, but I can share it with you. There we go. Oops. Does that work? Yeah, so that's the server that we made, but it was just for Among Us. Like it's not actually like a server that we use. Nobody's chatted on it since then. So I don't know. I've thought about doing more with it, which would be really cool, but no decisions made as of yet. I would need some people who would actually be willing to what do you call it, moderate it and stuff, and actually like create channels and whatever, because I do not have a ton of time to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though, for sure. It's very good. I've been actually still playing Fortnite with my nephew like 2 or 3 times a week, just for like an hour or whatever, but it's been super fun. I'm terrible at it, but it is fun. Just to like let loose and, I don't know, run around and shoot people. Wow, I have not been rushing any crafts lately, hey? My resources are way up there. Oops. I've been just waiting for these malls to finish. I haven't even been paying attention to what I'm crafting. That's so funny. I wasn't doing anything. All right, let's get things rolling. Yeah, I think